on, everyone, and welcome to episode 100, recorded on Sunday, May 22nd, 2022. I'm Drew, and joining me tonight on this spectacular celebration, all the way from Arcadia Bay, my co-host, my pal, sometimes my lover, Zablant. John, buddy, welcome.
Wow, what a reference. I love the Life is Strange reference there. Wow, I'm shocked.
I went deep just for you. Big episode, you know?
I love when you go deep on me.
Yeah, but also joining me tonight to round out our duo and up it to the four horsemen themselves, the one-wheeler Olympian, Hambone Johnny, buddy. Welcome to the show.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful. And lastly but not least, the dirtiest yet sexiest man I know. You call him Coos, I call him Bob, but his real name is Kevin. Bob Coozie!
What's happening? Buddy? What's happening? Good to see you guys.
Guys, it has been a fantastic week, but guess what? I have a joke for you all. So an elderly couple is celebrating their 50th anniversary. As they get ready for bed, the woman tells her husband, get naked and wait on the bed. She goes into the next room and comes out wearing nothing but a cape. And she yells, super pussy. The husband looks at her, thinks for a second, then replies, I'll take the soup.
Shut up and sit down, because it's the best day of the week for your favourite podcast, the Dads After Dark Show. And here are your hosts, John and Drew. And congratulations, boys, on episode 100.
Hey, Drew. Hey, John. It's Sean, your bestie from Game Pass News. I just wanted to wish you congratulations on 100 episodes. It's great. Just got off the back of listening to episode 99. The back and forth at the end of that episode about the very obscene statues was hilarious. You guys are awesome. Every time I listen, you guys have got me belly laughing and laughing out loud, so good job. And if you ever want me to come on the show, we'll play a really good game of very dark Would You Rather, just let me know, because I would love to. Anyway, congratulations again, guys. Killer show. I wish you all the best, and good luck for the future.
Hey, Drew and John, this is Tim from the Nintendo Dads. Happy 100 episodes. I am so excited to see you guys there and can't wait to see you guys in your next 100. Speaking of the next 100, by the time you reach episode 200, what are you hoping to see different in the video game industry? Maybe not seem that far from now, but who knows? I think it'd be kind of cool to hear what you guys think would happen by the time episode 200 rolls around. Thanks again for everything you guys do. You guys rock. Have a good one.
What an introduction. This is going to be a fantastic show tonight, because on tonight we have games after games after games. We got throwbacks all the way back to episode 1. We got some trivia questions. And what other surprises are going to happen? Who knows? But listen in all the way to the end to make sure you get part of it all. Guys, what a fantastic week. John, buddy, how have you been? What have you been up to? I just was telling you, my AC's fucking broken. It's about, oh, fuck, there's a bug. Hold on, I'm a killer of all things. I gotta kill this. You keep going.
Episode 100, everybody.
So it's still just as professional.
When you see bugs, do you kill them?
In your closet? You had a bug in your closet?
It depends on the type.
What was it?
I don't know. It was on my blind. It was like this weird, I don't know. It's dead now. That's all that matters. What have you been up to this week?
I've had a pretty good week. We've had some crazy weather here in Colorado. We had, what is it, Kevin? 88 degrees. It was like the hottest day on Thursday, and then Friday we were getting snow. Or Saturday snow. I don't know what the fuck, but we had snow. Yeah. It was cold, and now we're kind of like leveling off to spring. So it's going to be kind of nice again. But it was really weird to have snow.
How much snow did you end up getting? We didn't get much out where I'm at.
I think we got a Drew special. It was about 2 inches. And, and it was kind of crushing the trees and the bushes and all that. So had to go out there with a shovel at 5:55 a.m. Saturday morning.
Colorado.
Yeah, to knock snow off branches. And there was a lot of down branches around here.
Time out for a minute. I need to talk about this. Because you posted this on Discord like it's an everyday thing. Please describe what you mean by you're knocking off snow off branches. I mean, that's not something we do here up in New England that I know of. John, I mean,
is that I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's, well, when the spring hits, the trees grow and they're all like ready for sunny weather, and then you get snow. And what happens is, because all the leaves and stuff are out, it starts weighing down branches, and if you leave the snow, it could like crack or break branches. So I don't know if that's because Colorado has snow in May. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've done that before. Like, you know, I've swept a few branches in my day, I'd say.
You gotta one of those industrial brooms up in the
yeah, man. Yeah, you know, you gotta watch your arborvitaes, dude. They'll snap. They'll snap those if it's too.
I guess it's not that common for us to get snow this late in the year, so most of the stuff hasn't really sprung yet, I guess you could say. But yeah, fantastic story, John.
Riveting.
Hambone, what have you been up to lately, bud? Anything new?
Yeah, dude, I had a killer weekend. So Friday night I played some cards with a few buddies from high school I haven't seen in a while, so that was pretty killer. Saturday I had a picnic, so I brought my kid to this picnic. He was playing some wiffle ball. We were having a good time with that. Nice. Had a couple beers, had a falafel. Like, you know, maybe not your standard picnic fare, but I just sort of embraced it. So that was really fun. And then today, you know, falafels are fun, man.
That's right. Fun falafels. Did you play wiffle ball? Or just
I played wiffle ball. Are you kidding me?
Man,
I got in there.
I miss wiffle ball.
Shake it up, dude. Man. I love all those different pitches and stuff you can do.
Yeah.
I was tossing underhand to the 5-year-olds, so you kind of have to go easy on them a little bit. But
sure.
Yeah, man. And then today I got my first golf round of the year in, so that was hella fun. And then I took a nap on the hammock. Got rained down with pollen. I've got this crap ton of oak trees in my yard, so it's just been like a pollen fest for the last week and a half. So I'm laying there on the hammock. It's hitting me in the face. Just insane.
Can I ask a question about the pollen? Because you and Drew have sent pictures back and forth holding this stuff from a tree. Is like that pollen or is that pollen on something? What am I looking at?
It's like tree shit, basically. Yeah.
It's actually a fantastic way to describe it.
That's basically what it is, man. It just falls for like 2 weeks out of the year consistently, especially from oak trees. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's if you smack enough branches, maybe you'll experience some of this yourself in Colorado. I don't know if you guys have that.
We don't have oak tree shit here. Like we don't have that.
It's just like crud. It's you got to sweep it or rake it up just like you would leaves or something.
Or scoop it out of your pool. Even worse.
Yeah, scoop it out of your pool. It's nasty, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's
fantastic. We've had beautiful weather. Fantastic weekend. Kevin, buddy, what about you? Anything fun, exciting, riveting?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what it is. It's always fun, exciting, and riveting. Today, I've had a very emotional day. My daughter got baptized. I actually got to help baptize her.
Very cool.
And I found a video, an old 8mm video that I watched of when I was born that I'd never seen, which was, I mean, it's just been an emotional day. But what I wanted to talk about mostly is the last time we all got together, the four of us, and played Mario Party. Do you remember that? I'm going to explain
I remember that.
How my day went that day. Because if you remember, I went to Huggies and Chuggies, which was the the guys. What do you call those things? Baby showers.
Baby shower. Yep.
So it was a baby shower / beer tasting. So this, I mean, they probably had like 80 beers. I had to go take diapers in order to drink for free. So I go there about, I don't know, what was it, 1 o'clock, and hammer beers and trade in diapers and then drive home, obviously, because that's what you do.
Not smart, but you got to do it, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I get home and then we have a plan to play the game, right? We had plans to play Mario Party. So
8 o'clock, 8:30. Yes, right.
Yeah. So I switched to vodka when I got home and started slamming that. and made two casseroles, if you remember.
I
do. A chicken casserole and a baked spaghetti casserole.
Yeah, I think there was one time you left the middle of the game like for 15 minutes to check on it.
Yeah, I think that did happen.
And we had to wait for you.
Yeah, we did.
Right.
We waited.
Yeah. Still slamming vodka the whole time. Ended up calling my sister, telling her to come join us. She joined in the fun after Zablanc. This is one of the last things I remember of that night.
I can tell you everything you need to know that night because I remember it.
Zablanc left after one game, right? And my sister jumped in.
He did.
Yeah, we decided to play like another 30-turn game starting at like 11 p.m. Hey, that's saying
I don't
a lot
remember that. After John left, done.
I'm pretty sure you and your sister went online and made plans to go to a wrecking room the following morning.
Yes. Yep. That's what we were talking about.
When we asked you the next day, how was the wrecking room? You're like, what the fuck is a wrecking room? I'm like, you guys made reservations.
Right. I don't know what happened, but
I'll tell you what happened.
That didn't happen. Yeah, I did black out. Yeah. Because then the next day I saw on Twitter that you guys had posted like some footage of us playing the jump rope game. And I'm like, don't remember that one bit.
Yeah. Well, Hambone and I, we beat the jump rope game.
Yeah. We went to 100.
And I was out at like 10.
Done.
10 jumps.
That's generous.
But after we stopped playing that night, I called my mom at 1 o'clock in the morning.
God bless her.
Which was 3 o'clock Eastern time, her time.
Oof.
And she was like, yeah, she could tell me and my sister were drunk because we both called her and we were like, ah. And she said, you guys need to go to bed. You're going to need to wake up and get things done and clean up. And I said, I don't have to do anything. I got chefs to cook my food and house cleaners to clean my house. And I don't have to do nothing. I feel like a super asshole for saying that now in retrospect.
Yeah.
Crash, pass out, wake up the next day, message you guys and say, I'm never drinking again. And I haven't drank since. It's been 3 months. 3 months and 2 days. I'd like to thank you guys for helping me to stop drinking. I feel pretty good. I do miss it sometimes, but feel great. Feel good.
Fantastic. Proud of you. That's awesome.
Yeah. So this is the first sober episode that I'll have been on.
First one.
So thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys playing with me that night and dealing with my drunk ass, but it's all for the good.
I did consider dealing with it, Kevin. I considered it a pleasure and honor.
It was a great time.
It was a great time.
Yeah, it was.
Can we talk about the shirt that Kevin's wearing for people who can't see it?
We got to talk about the shirt.
Let's describe it. Somebody describe it.
I would say it's a nice, not quite lime green.
It's like a matcha tea. It's like a matcha green.
Pistachio green.
Ooh, pistachio. That's it. You got it. Nailed it.
And it looks like he went to not Joanne Fabric, but Michael's, as we discussed.
Yep.
And bought some ironed on black lettering, like block lettering, right? Kevin, what does your shirt say? Tell us.
Ages of fucking mages, not fucking, not effing. I was gonna put effing, then I'm like, no, that just won't do the mages justice. They have to be fucking mages.
Yeah.
So my shirt says ages of fucking mages. Get on it. And then I don't know if you saw my little thing back here. It lights up.
Oh no, what's that?
It's a little sign.
My heart Hambone.
My heart Hambone. It lights up. You can't see it.
It lights up. Oh, that's beautiful. That's nice, man. I love it.
Kevin, what does your wife think of this?
She really doesn't know what's going on.
Sometimes it's
I go to the arcade and she's like, "Have fun," and I come out. I put on my halo.
I hope you have another shirt to put on before you leave.
Oh yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she does. She doesn't know about the ages of fucking mages shirt.
Nope. Yes, sometimes.
And this shirt has been created without alcohol for 3 months. I just want to.
Yeah, exactly. This is a sober shirt. The letters are crooked. The letters were crooked because I just threw it together and took as much time as they did creating the game. So it's just a little,
You guys don't understand a masterpiece when you see it.
I'm gonna raffle this shirt off somewhere.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Ooh. And worn, I think it accentuates that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Don't watch it. Don't watch it.
Size are you,
Don't watch it. Don't watch
this
it.
This is an XL.
Oh, that's my size. All right.
Yeah. I'd raffle that off on Twitter to give to, homeless people or something.
Like the people that made Ages of Mages.
Maybe we'll fund the Ages of Mages too.
We were talking pre-show about how there was like a time when everyone started buying Ages of Mages because of Drew, and like I was getting worried. Like I think was it Chris HL, like was it Chris who said like they bought it and his kids were enjoying it?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, people are playing and liking this game. And that's around the time I did the review because it was on sale. So it was like super cheap. And I was really worried, like maybe I'm just out of step. Maybe I don't know what good games are anymore.
That's right.
And now I've grown to see like Chris's kids actually did not continue playing Ages of Mages. They stopped immediately. My kids did not play it anymore. So like,
I played it twice, John. Twice.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how do you play that game once through and then play it again?
Because there's 4 different characters. It's a whole different tree structure.
They all suck. There's nothing engaging about it.
It's fantastic. I need an arcade cabinet of it.
Oh my God.
Anyways.
All right. Can we talk about the Chubbies bracket before we continue on?
I will talk about the Chubbies bracket because not only do we provide you guys endless hours of entertainment through podcasting, not only do we give away money with bounties and mayhem every week, but we're changing lives. And that's a fact. We're changing your life. We're changing lives.
We've already changed Kevin's life.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
Unintentionally, but it's changed. The chubby bracket, John. This was an idea me and you threw around, 2-3 months ago.
Yes, that's right.
It was the end of March, the first time you mentioned it, because that's when I started.
Yeah.
But it doesn't count.
I'm saving myself for next week when I play Zablanc. I haven't started exercising yet.
I cannot wait. Oh, man.
I'm going to fucking rip you a new asshole.
I'm going to eat so much shit on Tuesday night and sandbag. I'm telling you.
That's smart. I'm going to secretly be holding like a gallon of water when I weigh myself.
What was cool is that you went to the doctor, Drew, and he said, you know what, Mr. Andy, you're a little heavy.
You're fat. So I gained, I'll be honest, I'll tell you guys, I don't give a shit. I gained 16 pounds from my last year physical.
Wow.
That's kind of a lot. I mean, I'm not large. I'm not skinny. I weigh like, I think I weighed 198 at the doctor, which I have a problem with because they weigh you in like full clothes with your keys in your pocket and shit. And I'm like, that's fucked up.
Do you prefer to strip down? Like, what's the solution?
I would prefer to be butt ass naked. I'm a naked guy. I like strolling around naked. I'm sorry. That's just me.
That way you get your true weight too.
Yeah. So but you're right. I told John, I said, I'm fat. I said, and then that's when you said, well, let's bring back the chubby bracket.
And John, being the good friend that John is, he said he created a whole community to back you up. That's how good of a friend John is.
I know. It really is. Well, we were going to do a monthly mayhem. I think we were going to call it like Waitley Mayhem or something. I said, let's do a mayhem because like I'm going to Disney this summer. It's like, let's do a mayhem where we just lose weight. And it just never came together. And then when your doctor said, hey, Chubbs, you need to lose some weight. I was like, let's make this interesting. Let's bet on this. And then it was just going to be me and you. And then we're like, let's see who else might be interested. And then, went down a rabbit hole for an hour of apps that could handle this.
I think that really set me off when you said bet. I'm bad. I'll bet on anything. I'll bet on like ant racing. Like I would legit like you threw the words bet involved, and I'm like, game on. Like I'm in.
Yeah. And we figured, what did we say? Like, oh, I found this app, and you have to put money in. And we said, what about like $25? And then that's when we kind of approached the group, and we just went on the Dad's Discord. Yeah. And like posted in a couple channels, and I mean, immediately, Justin said, "I'm in." Jesse's in, and we ended up with like, what do we have? 14 people.
Yeah, 14. I was blown away.
Yeah, we're all chatting about losing weight, encouraging each other. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. And then came the pictures with ugly toes. Man, some of you guys need to get a pedicure. Come on now.
How many of us are looking at those pictures right now? I mean, like, I look at the pictures every morning. I like to see everybody's weigh-in.
That's it, right?
Like fat, grown guys' toes. Like, what's better than that?
Nasty, man. I always make sure I stick my phone down. You know, you don't want to see any bumps or, I I don't want to unintentionally show any package information.
I have two problems with the photo taken, right? One, I'm super nervous my dit's going to slide into one or two.
And just slide in. It's just going to slide in.
And
you never know, man. Untamed.
First of all, I'm not nervous. And two, it might not be an accident. I'm nervous for John having to witness it. The second problem is, I feel like when I grab my phone to take a picture, I add like 0.8 pounds from my phone. It's true.
It's a pretty heavy phone. Yeah.
iPhone.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. You got the phone weight too, huh?
Because I legit like weigh myself, and then you always do 2 just to make safe. And then the second one always adds weight, so I grab the phone.
How do you guys take the picture though? Because I hold the phone, like I have to hold it really down, and it's just a weird angle to take the picture, right? It's difficult.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not
easy, for sure. To get close enough to see the numbers, and at least my scale like will hold the weight for like 10 or 15 seconds, so I can weigh myself, get it locked in, pick up my phone that's on the table next to me.
Oh, that's smart.
Stick my phone down there past my nuts, snap the picture.
Down there past the nuts. You gotta go way down to get past the nuts, Hambone.
It's you gotta deal with it, man. Sometimes you gotta brush a few branches,
I actually use my nuts to push the camera button. So
Yeah.
That guarantees that it will be below. Maybe I'll get another phone from the side to show you the action shot.
You got talented nuts, man. You got photographer nuts.
That's right.
Manscaped's so nice, man. It's like picks up the sensor. It's perfect.
That is right. And with that, speaking of Manscaped, what better time to play a very special message, John?
From a very special message. It's our 100th episode, and what better way to ring in the next 100 is with a special guest doing our Manscaped read this week.
Summer is coming. The sun is shining. Shirts are off. And your balls are smooth. You heard that right. Your friends at Manscaped are here to make sure your beach balls are as smooth as Floridian sand. In summer, you want to kill some cold beers and barbecues, not kill the vibe with pubes peeking out your swim trunks. That's why Manscaped has their Performance Package 4.0 to keep the party in your pants looking crisp and refreshing all summer long. Dive headfirst into summer by joining the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped, and get ready for hot guy summer by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code NINDADS. That's NINDADS. And now, back to the show. The Bounty Board.
We have one current bounty. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, 1,166 Kyber bricks for $10. We are still waiting on Marty and his kid.
Evansville is not far behind, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, there's a couple dads that have played a lot of Skywalker Saga. I cannot wait to see. Somebody's going to do this.
I wonder how many my son has. He plays still a lot.
Oh my God. Imagine if Evan did this.
That'd be awesome.
Got them all.
Yeah.
Got him. We have 2 bounties that got accomplished since our last episode. Both of them, the Switch Sports bounties. The bowling special mode, scoring a 250 or above, was achieved by the Informant.
Kevin, I thought you had it. What happened?
I didn't have time, man. I just ran out of time. I had to work on the family. I had wives and kids and all that, but congrats to an Informant. All of them.
T-shirts.
Yes, he was
too big.
Busy making the shirt. The second one, the soccer one, it was the one-on-one competition. You had to beat. We originally had this as score 10 goals against the computer. I didn't know at the time that when you take a lead of 4, the game ends. That's the mercy rule. It's actually, I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but it's pretty interesting. So we actually changed it to score, I said 8 goals, but I think it was like 6 goals.
It had to be 6-2.
I think it was 6-2. And which was interesting because you actually had to let the computer score or score on yourself so that you can then score up to 6. That was also achieved by an Informant.
Since we're on the topic of Switch Sports, and I know I'm beating the dead horse, but I got to bring it up one more time. because Kevin's on this time, and I'm gonna let him defend himself.
Yes, I want to apologize to you. So go right ahead.
My family tried to play again the other day, right? And it was a complete shit show because my daughter just didn't understand why she couldn't fucking play and unlock stuff. So I said, Zoe, I'm sorry. It's just how it works. I don't know how else to tell you. So she stopped playing. She goes, well, can I play Brain Age? I said, sure, sweetie, you can play Brain Age. And let me just tell you, Brain Age did it right. That's all
Brain Age isn't the name of the game, Drew.
It's called.
It's Big Brain Academy.
All right, you know what I meant. But they did it right with the unlockables and shit. You know, you don't need to be online or do anything. You don't need to have a family plan.
Yeah, but you can't get them if you play against your family. Remember, in Big Brain Academy, you have to play solo in order to unlock things.
Well, that's what she wanted to do. So for that moment, it worked out, John. That's all.
We're going to talk more about Switch Sports later for sure.
Okay.
But before,
then I'll wait to respond then to you.
Yeah, Drew. You wait for that. Don't let Drew destroy our bounties, because we have a whole new bounty to announce right now. The other day, last week, I talked about eating Hershey Kisses, and Drew was like, you ate 12 Hershey Kisses? Like, he was in shock by this.
Yes.
12 Hershey Kisses, he could finish in a minute.
Yeah, but like, just seems excessive, John.
I mean, I will grab we have a giant family-sized bag of Hershey Kisses at any given moment, and I will just grab like 2 handfuls and eat them while I work.
What?
12
2 handfuls.
2 handfuls, man.
And I'll like hope that the kids don't come down while I'm sneaking them into my office.
It's like, I'll just eat one.
You're a fucking maniac.
That's not enough. There's a sweet spot somewhere between 1 and 12 that exists, and it's neither of those numbers.
It's neither.
Well,
I don't like candy of having to individually wrap candy. It seems like too much effort.
It slows you down.
Anyways,
speaking of 12 Hershey Kisses, the first person who hears this and takes a video of themselves putting 12 Hershey Kisses into their mouth at one time wins a $10 eShop card. You're welcome, everybody.
$10. 1,000 Kyber bricks or 12 Hershey Kisses.
It's a lot easier one, and it's tastier.
Listen, I am not reliable for John's actions if you choke on these. That's all I'm saying.
No one's choking on 12 Hershey Kisses. It's fine.
It's going to be fine. We're going to be melted by the time you get the 12th even.
That's fine. Yeah.
All right. At the beginning of your video, you have to state that that the Dads After Dark show is absolved of any legal ramifications if you choke on this video. And then promptly unwrap and put 12 Hershey Kisses in your mouth. It should take you a couple minutes.
I don't need to see you unwrap them.
I would like to see the unwrapping. It's like a story. I want to see
this
it
sounds
unfold.
like a sick fetish of yours, Blanco.
Yeah, what is this? Just unwrap them and then start the video.
No, you fucking unwrap them and put them in your fucking mouth, one by fucking one in a video.
You know what? My
so we can share
is going to be you don't have to unwrap them.
Drew, you have to come up with another bounty. It's the 100th episode. We need another fun bounty. During this episode, think of something and just interrupt.
I want you to take 100 Hershey Kisses wrapped and put them on your table in the shape of a giant penis.
All right.
That's the bounty.
And then stick them all in your mouth.
And then lick it.
Lick the All right. Is that an official bounty? Is that what we're going to do?
You put me on the spot, John.
Okay, you can't do both. Okay, so it's 2 separate Hershey Kisses bounties.
Yes, you can't.
But you can't do both. So we're gonna have 2 different winners. So pick which one you want to do. Do you want to make the Hershey dick, or do you want to make the Hershey dick and lick it, or
listen, 100 Hershey Kisses might cost more than $10.
How much is a bag of Hershey Kisses?
Yeah. Right.
You get to eat them. You get to eat them. Imagine if you had a Hershey's dick.
No,
I can't imagine that.
Like your own dick was a Hershey's, or like you had one to carry around with you.
I'm like, imagine you just went on Tinder, and you said like,
my dick is made of Hershey's.
My dick is made of Hershey's.
I feel like you'd be a one and done.
That's it, man.
One and done.
That's it. You gotta shoot your shot at the right moment.
I mean, swipe right. All right, Drew, why don't you tell us about Mario Golf League 2?
Mario Golf League 2, we are in the final four. Hambone, you're in the final four. Myself is in the... Who's your matchup against?
I think Max Power.
Max Power, yep. And I'm going to be playing up against Nintendo. Coozie, you were a solid sport. You had some lag at the best of you. But thanks for partaking, buddy. Because
that game has a much steeper learning curve than the new Mario Golf.
It does.
Super Rush. It's fun. I had a good time. I'll still play it. I like it.
Did you unlock the Star Course? The Star Course yet? Either one of you?
No. Yeah, the last one, the Mario's Star or whatever. Yes, yeah,
I haven't played it yet. It's the same one that's in Super Rush, isn't it?
Similar concept, but it's different.
Yeah.
And it's super hard. Yeah. It's like very, very difficult.
Well,
like tiny
that's where
greens.
the championship matches.
That's it, man.
So
I'm excited.
Fantastic. Yep. So that's gonna be wrapping up, which means it's gonna be time for new monthly mayhem soon. Who knows? Mayhem. That's it. But what a blast! What a fun time. That's it, John. That's all I got.
Awesome. All right. Well, if nobody has anything else, let's talk about what we've been playing.
What we've been playing.
All right. Since you guys are our guests, Hambone Johnny, let us know what you've been playing.
Yeah, man. All PlayStation. I have not touched the Switch all week with the exception of
Why are you on this show?
Listen, there's a Switch in the logo. But
Dads.
Yeah, it's an adjacent Nintendo Dad show. We talk about
fair enough.
Branches and Hershey dicks over here. Like, I think everything's okay.
Nothing's off limits. So
I think we're good, man. But I've been leaning into the PlayStation. So playing the God of War, the 2018 game. I think probably about halfway through.
What do you think so far?
You know what? I just have come off Ghost of Tsushima, and that game was incredible. Like, probably my favorite PlayStation game I've played so far. God of War wasn't what I was expecting. It's good, not as good as Ghost, and way more linear than I thought it was going to be. I don't like the map. I think the map, the way they laid it out, and the compass is like not the best. You know, in some like open world games, it'll it has the compass at the top of the screen and with the little icon, and if you turn, it'll say like, okay, you're 300 meters away or whatever. This has that, but if you're going through like a cave or something, and you know your destination where you need to go is straight ahead of you, but the cave kind of like wraps around and there's multiple ways to go, the icon will almost like dance around on the top as you're going through the cave to be like, oh, you need to turn left down the cave, as opposed to just staying consistent. So like that keeps throwing me off.
Xenoblade was like that. Xenoblade 2 had that problem.
Yeah, I didn't play Xenoblade, but not a deal breaker, but just something weird. The combat's super fun. You have an axe as like your main weapon. You keep it the whole game and you upgrade it. And your kid is with you and he has a bow, but you're kind of controlling the kid as well. So you can shoot, direct him to shoot at an enemy and like stun them as you go in an attack. The combat is fun, but the story I think is the best part of the game so far. It's a really interesting story. So I'm definitely going to keep playing that. Coos, did you play this one?
I did. Yeah, I played through and beat it. I agree with you. I think for me, it was overhyped. But the story is the main. The combat is super fun. There's something just that feels good about bringing that axe back just out of nowhere,
It's really fun.
So the combat is fun, but the story I think steals the show, but it is more linear than you would assume going into it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but it's not in my top 10.
Have you guys played previous? Have you guys played previous versions?
No, I haven't played any other God of War.
Because that's
I played them all.
Okay, because that's kind of what the game has always been, right, Kevin? It's like, you play through levels, essentially. I know the first couple were like that. It's not an open world game, but like we're so attuned when we see these kind of visuals that this must be an open world game because of how realistic looking it is. But it sounds like it's kind of in the same vein of the other games. So
it kind of is. Yeah. You know where you have to go to the next. It is. It's just like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I think there's like this big hub world it all connects to. I don't know if that's how the old games were or if it was more level based, but no, it's fun. I'm definitely going to keep playing it. I'm going to beat it. But yeah, I wanted to play it through before Ragnarok came out. So I wanted to give myself a good amount of time there. So that's fun. Also playing Gran Turismo 7. Got this a couple weeks ago. Been chipping away, doing the license tests, which are ridiculously difficult. Like you'll have to go around a turn a specific way under a specific time and get gold. But I'm up to the super licenses now. And there's 5 different licenses, A, B, international A and B, and then super. And for the super licenses, you have to do complete laps around a course, like perfect underneath a specific time. So you can, race for a minute and a half and like clip a wall or go off the course just enough, and it'll throw off your whole game. You'll have to restart it. So extremely frustrating.
Sounds brutal. That's yeah. It stresses me out.
Yeah. So I'll be able to get like past all the license tests. You just need to medal, but to platinum this one, you need to get all gold. And I don't know if I'll ever do that. So it's
Seth Macy was talking about that on NVC, and he's like really good at Gran Turismo. He plays it incessantly, and he talked about how hard the golds are.
It is insane. It's insane. You have to turn off all the assists too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's fun. It's fun. I haven't really done too much of the other modes yet, but some races and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's a racing game. I don't think it's doing anything special, to be quite honest with you. The controller feedback in the PS5 is really good. So that's definitely a standout, especially on like the dirt courses are super great. Or if you're a bad driver like me and you just go off the track and like hit a wall, like you'll feel it. So that's pretty fun.
Is the adaptive triggers, like how do the triggers work? Is that what you mean?
No, more so like the rumble. The rumble is like very precise.
Okay.
And the braking too. The braking's fun. Like when you're trying to go around a corner, like it'll give you some good resistance. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Would you say you like Forza, like the Horizon, the Forza Horizon, right? Would you like Forza the Forza Horizon sort of open world thing or whatever Gran Turismo?
I think Forza Horizon is heads and tails above Gran Turismo.
I feel like it's a little more arcadey though than Gran Turismo. Though
it is. It's not a true sim, and you have to know that going in. Obviously, the Forza Motorsport's going to be the more direct compare to Gran Turismo, but I personally enjoy that a little bit more arcadey feel. The open world, there's just like a million things to do no matter where you're at. So I think Forza is definitely the better game, but I'm having a good time with Gran Turismo. I like to have a racing game just kind of go and pop into whenever.
It's nice.
It's cool.
It's comfort
it's
food.
Fun. Exactly. And then the last game I downloaded yesterday, I was trying to play God of War, but my son was in the room. I was like chopping people's heads off. I'm like, this is not appropriate. I need to find something else here. So I went on and downloaded the Disney Afternoon Collection. It was on sale for $5. I was rocking out with Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers too for like an hour yesterday, and just kind of messing around with that, man. Yeah, it's great, dude. Really, really fun.
DuckTales is on there too, right?
DuckTales is on there. Darkwing Duck, I think the second DuckTales game as well.
Really? I've always wanted to play that. That's like a super hard NES game to get.
And super expensive.
And really, I think the Chip and Dale's games are pretty expensive too.
Chip and Dale's too.
The second one is, same thing.
Yeah. So for $5, you can't really beat that. So yeah, man. So that's what I've been up to.
Sweet. How about you, Kuz?
You guys are so good at describing games.
I have a hard time.
I'm usually like, I played this and it sucked. Next.
Up, down, left, right.
I was just going to say, God of War, it's not really easy to go up, down, left, right in God of War. Left to right is okay, but the up and down is kind of difficult.
Up, down, left, right, yeah. Just finished the game Eternal Hope on the Switch. I played a Switch game, unlike some people.
Sorry.
Eternal Hope.
It's got a lot of... Do you know the game Limbo, Drew?
I know it. I haven't played it.
It's like a dark side-scrolling platformer. This is like a puzzle platformer.
Oh, I like the look
really,
of it.
really dark theme. The story to this game was actually pretty cool. You like lose your girlfriend at the beginning, and you're trying to get her back, collect her soul back together so you can reunite with her. And it's the ending's really sad, but the game sucks. It just does. I enjoy platformer. Is my favorite style of game. I'm mostly an action platformer. This is a puzzle platformer that was hard. Like I had to look up several times on YouTube how to get past points. There was this one spot in the game where there was these 2 logs that you had to jump through. You walk across it and your friend says, these look a little loose. They should break. So you jump on them and they don't break. I looked on YouTube. People jumped on them. They broke just fine. I tried 15 times jumping through these things and they just wouldn't break. I rage quit the game, came back 2 weeks later, tried it again, and they broke. So I don't know.
Whoa.
Like it was just, I don't know if it was a glitch or a bug or what, but yeah, there were several times where to complete a puzzle, you had to be right on the money, like right on the pixel to get this thing to work. So that sucked, but yeah, whatever. And another game I played
wait.
Go ahead.
Why did you play Eternal Hope? Did it come up somewhere, or I'm just curious where you found it?
I don't know. I think I might have just seen a screenshot of it, or just it popped up.
You've played Inside in Limbo,
know, John.
Is that what it was?
I'll tell you what, the opening.
I have no idea how I found that game, but
the screen looks cool.
It looks like something I would like, but man, it was rough.
No. Was that true?
I'm just saying the screen itself that has like the cool little logo with like the antlers and then like that creepy looking guy with the lantern. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. It does have I mean, it just fails.
Drew thinks it looks cool, so that's why it was
bad.
I
love shitty games.
Yeah, you might be able to find that for cheap. I don't think you'd like that one though.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the next game I've played through that nobody really talked about after it came out. I don't know, John. Maybe you have heard something about the House of the Dead remake. Are people just waiting on the physical version?
I'm just not.
Nobody's just playing it. Nobody. Yeah. I know you're not, but like in general consensus, like nobody said anything when it came out. I thought that would.
Dead. I mean, did you play this? Because this is an arcade shooting game, right?
Right.
So how does that revert to or transfer to like a Nintendo Switch game? Are you using the Joy-Cons as pointers?
Yeah, you've got the Joy-Con and it brings up a little reticle on your screen. You move around and shoot, so you're pretty much on the money. You know, a lot of times they've got a ton of options in that game where you can turn that off to where you're just blindly shooting. You can add more lives. Okay. But this game looks bad graphically. I mean, really bad, like PS2 style graphics.
Is it the original?
So don't get
graphics?
that. It says it's a remake. That's the title, the House of the Dead remake. So I don't know what was remade about it, but
I gotta look at it
because I like on-rail shooters. I love, especially on the Wii.
Me too.
The Resident Evil one on there, the House of the Dead on that. Like they had a lot of good ones, but this game this game doesn't cut it. So I think it comes out on physical in June. Don't get it. But I played a good game. This one I messaged you about, Drew, that I wanted to talk about on here.
Okay.
On the Oculus Meta Quest 2. Golf Plus. Greatest golf game I've ever played.
Golf Plus? You didn't message me this.
I sent it on the message board. Golf Plus.
You did.
God damn it, Drew, man.
It's got a putt-putt portion. It's got a top golf portion, but where it really shines is just straight up playing golf. Like it's beautiful, immersive. Obviously, it's VR, but you swing like you're there. You're playing golf. It's got 3 different modes: novice, amateur, or pro. I started out on pro. I just went straight pro. Like, let's try this out. It doesn't give you line of shot or anything, and it is a pro. The pro level is definitely pro. It's hard, but then I switched to straight novice, and it shows you your shot line, just like Mario Golf. It shows you where your ball is going to go. You just swing and it follows that shot line. So I need to try the amateur right in the middle, but man, it's fun. I don't think there's anything wrong with this game. It has 4 full courses. I've only played 1. They could add some more courses, would be cool, but it's the best golf game I've played.
Wow.
There's a couple on that system too, but this one takes the cake.
Time for an Oculus, Drew?
That's what I'm thinking.
Christmas time.
How much do those things run?
300.
Yeah. You might be able to find one on sale at some point too.
Are they all like cloud games, or are they just digital download? How did that work? I don't really know much about it, to be honest.
Yep, they're all digital downloads. You have one, don't you, Blanco?
Both of my sons have their own now.
Right.
Yeah.
Do they use them?
Sebastian just got his like last week. Cedric hasn't used his much. At some point, I'm probably going to steal it from him because I want to play Beat Saber some more. But
I feel like they're kind of a fad. Everybody in my family got one when COVID started to play Beat Saber together, and then now I'm the only one that still plays it out of like 8 of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I found Cedric went through the games pretty quickly. Like he would come down and ask me to buy this game for him, and then like 2 hours later, he was coming down for something else. I don't know what it was.
Yep. But last but not least, I wanted to throw in here for the PlayStation dads. I tried out the PSVR. I plugged it into the PS5.
It works?
It does. It took me a while to figure out all the cords and cables because there's only 3 USB ports on the PS5. And I'm running an external hard drive out of one of the USB ports. The other USB port has to have the camera in it. The PS4 camera.
Oh.
And it can't run off the front port because it's not strong enough to run the camera. So it has to go in the back. And then the system, the VR system itself has to be plugged into a USB port. So you're maxing out. Well, I have the external hard drive. I guess if you didn't have one of those, you'd be good. But
right. So there's multiple penetration going on with the USB.
Multiple 3-way. You're 3-way in the PS5, basically. You're plugging in all holes. All holes get plugged.
Gosh. Wow. And all in the back, too. Oof.
Yeah. The front hole can get plugged, too. But it worked. It worked great. I didn't notice a fidelity difference on the big screen of the system. I mean, the PSVR ran the same, looked the same, still looks a little rough after you've played the Quest 2. So, but yeah, I got it running, played some Thumper, had a good time with it the other night.
Oh, Thumper.
That
was one of the most stressful games I've ever played in my life.
Yeah, it is stressful. I was playing it in VR and took off my headset and all the lights were out.
Wow.
And I was like, I freaked out. I'm like, what in the hell has going on? Somebody must have told Alexa to turn off some lights and things happened in the whole house. And I was freaked out. It was creepy, but.
Next time I'm over there, I want to try Thumper because I played it on Switch Lite, like when I was taking the train to work. And I got really far into it, but I eventually hit a level I just literally could not physically do. But I would love to know what that game is like in VR because I think the game was built for VR.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why I can't do it.
Yep.
Sweet. Anything else?
That's it for me. No, that's it for me.
All right. Drew, do you want to go through your extensive list of games before I go?
I've been playing 0 video games. It's kind of been relaxing.
Good for you.
I just life gets in the way. It's been tough. But I did finish Dungeon of Dreadrock. I don't think I talked about it. I talked about it, but I wasn't quite finished. The other day the game was $5. That fucking bug is back. Anyways, it was $5. It was fine. Like I said, it was. I don't regret it. But it definitely was not the best game I've played.
To put the quotes on the back of the box, it was fine. I didn't regret it. Drew, Dad's After Dark show.
I went and I got my Luigi's costume for Super Rush. Did that the other night. And playing N64 Mario Golf. I got nothing. I am going to jump on, I think, Hambone's request and play Skull the Hero Slayer. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, great game.
I probably will end up playing that. I was just waiting to grab it. That'll probably hold me over until Strikers. How long is that? Do you know, John? Is it like 20 hours, 10 hours?
Closer to 20, I think. You'd have to do a lot of leveling unless you're like really good. Who knows? It's roguelite, right? I think there's 4 levels, so depends how quickly you can get through it.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I'll probably pick that up and start that maybe this week at some point. But that's it. I don't really. I've been taking it easy, John.
Well, you've been playing some games though.
A little bit. Here and there. You know what? I will say, Slay the Spire has been kicking my ass. I've probably played 10 to 15 hours since my last Ascension beat.
Are you on 19?
I can't beat it. I just can't beat it. I'm struggling. I'm considering moving on.
What changed from 18 to 19? Do you know?
I'd have to look it up. Something about the bosses, I think. But
okay,
it's brutal. It is hard.
Isn't Ascension level 20? You have to fight 2 final bosses. I think that's what 20 is.
Correct.
I mean, every time I've ever beaten the final boss in that game, it's like by the skin of my teeth.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm thinking about that. If you have a strength deck going on, I wonder if it's just another boss comes onto the screen.
Yeah.
Or if that's the case, I'll kill a 300 health boss in like 2 hits.
Exactly, because you don't have to build it up.
Correct. Okay, so it just unless they like restart a whole battle, then
I think it's just a second. Okay, that makes sense. All right.
So yeah, but I'm thinking about moving on to the Silent because I don't think I can beat 19. I think I need a break.
Silent's fun. I love the.
I wanted it all the way up as high as I can.
Yeah, the Shiv builds for the Silent. I
like the Shiv builds, and I like the Poison builds. So you can change it up with them.
I think those are just the 2 main builds.
Correct.
Yeah, Poison can be really fun. I love it.
That's all.
I wish I was as good as you, though.
Well, someday, John.
One day.
What about you?
All right, I've been playing, continuing to play Persona 5 on PS5. I've gotten past the parts where you're just like tutorial type stuff. You're constantly being handheld. I'm on the 2nd palace now, and when they make you do these palaces, they tend to open it up a bit. They tell you, okay, here's the date because you're running against a calendar. Here's the date when you have to be done. Here's the date that you need to initiate the final boss battle. Do whatever you want, and they'll give you like a week and a half or something to do it. A week and a half, 2 weeks, and you can like go through, keep unlocking checkpoints as you go up the palace. Or you can go hang out on the streets and, go to the batting cages. You can go buy stuff. You can, build stuff, anything. It's kind of open that way. I'm enjoying it. I love the characters. I love Anne and Dylan. I'm not afraid to say it. She's hot as hell, even if she's a high schooler. And she was just asked to pose nude for a painter, so that's a fun little section. I don't think she will, but like it's fun. But I will say that I don't know if I'll finish this game. It's a really long game, and I enjoy what I'm playing, but it is a true JRPG. Battle, and it really kind of involves using your persona to weaken enemies, and then when all of the enemies, so you can hit an enemy that they're with an element they're weak to, and then they'll kind of be on the floor with little stars going around their head. And when all of the enemies are in that mode, you can then initiate an all-out attack, which generally will most times end the battle. It just gets repetitive. So you're just using your SP, you're getting them weak, and then you're doing all-out battle. And it's over and over and over again. So I'm enjoying it, but God, it's like I am like 17 hours in, and I'm just like, I'm barely 20% of the way, maybe. I can definitely see myself just going, all right, I've had enough. It's just a little repetitive, but I'm enjoying what I'm playing, and there's nothing right now distracting me with PS5. Nothing else. There's other games I want to play, but nothing like I really want to play right now. So I'll just continue on with that one. What I want to talk about is a game that I started playing on the Switch a couple days ago, which absolutely has grabbed me by the balls. And I have the last couple of days, all I can think about is this game, and it is Darkest Dungeon. I bought Darkest Dungeon on Switch physical like 2.5 years ago. It was one of those games where this is my game. And I started playing it, and I found it to be incredibly complicated. And I stopped playing, and I never went back to it. And I was like, I made a mistake. That's just not a me game. but I was listening to a podcast this past week, and somebody mentioned it as one of their favorite games on PS4. And I was like, I should just try it again because I wasn't sure. I needed a game. And I don't know what changed or what, but I started playing through it. It's still complicated, but I started really enjoying it. And then everything about it is addictive. So let me describe what this game is. This is a dungeon crawler, roguelike. That's what it is. So you start the game. There's some story about this mansion having a secret. And so there's two characters that you start with. I think it's the same two characters every time you play. And you are headed towards the mansion. And you have to go through this little mini tutorial type level. And then you get to what they call the Hamlet. So the Hamlet is your hub world. There's a bunch of buildings. There is a stagecoach where you can recruit other characters. There is a store. There is a couple buildings which will help you with stress. Don't worry about it. And then there's like these areas, these dungeons you can go in. And then there's the darkest dungeon. And so the way you beat this game is you have to get through the darkest dungeon, all 4 levels of the darkest dungeon. Every time you beat a darkest dungeon, there's a level 2, then a level 3, level 4. And all this game is you going into dungeons, getting through them, finding loot, finding items, getting out of there, leveling up, and then just doing it again and again and again. It's just one of those kind of looter games. And it's so freaking good. I don't know if the story is really going to grip you, but the visuals, it's a 2D game, but like really cool parallax, really cool polish that I love a lot. There's good voice narration. But the thing about this game that engrosses me is that there's so much to unlock and so much to do. So I created a save file that doesn't include any of the DLC. And I'm actually playing in easy mode. They call it Radiant mode. So they recommend it for people who are new to the game. So it's not so much an easy mode, but sort of like, here's how you should play through the game the first time. And I'm happy to do it because last time I played, I had a really rough time, and I think I played on the regular mode. But I didn't want any of the DLC because I think when I finish this, I'd like to do standard mode with the DLC. But you recruit heroes. You're not supposed to get stuck to any particular character. So every time you go into a dungeon, you have to pick 4 people to go down in the dungeon with. And so you recruit people from the stagecoach, and you can have a roster of, pretty quickly you get to a roster of like 12 people, and you rotate. So you can say, I'm going to take these 4 people in, and you can synergize. Some characters have certain skills that really synergize with others. And then you go down there and you go through, you come back out, and your characters, if they die, it's permadeath. And one of the things this game does is it auto saves a lot. So they don't want you to like save scum. They will auto save you as soon as your character dies. They're like, that's it. They save right away. They do not want you to like hack this game in any way. When you come out of the dungeon, you'll get all your health back, but you have what's called stress. And they can have stress from just repetitive battles, that sort of thing. So it really encourages you not to take the same 4 people every single time. So then you go, okay, I'm gonna let this knight take a rest. I really like my knight, and let him take a rest. Maybe a couple of dungeon crawls. You can put them in like a bar, and they will lose a lot of stress. You got to pay money, but like they'll like de-stress. There's like a brothel you can put them in to de-stress. It's just like fantastic. So you have to manage these characters. You have to constantly make sure that they're de-stressing, I have learned. And then you go through with some different characters. You recruit some characters, and you'll constantly find some character that's really fun. Like today I picked up a jester because I was just like, I don't know what this is. I picked up a jester, and the dude was like elite. I loved him. It's just like constant.
What's the actual like battle combat?
So it's all 2-dimensional. You're walking through a tunnel. It's pretty primitive. Hambone, have you played this?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
I have not.
So it's pretty primitive. There's a map with like rooms, and then there's connecting hallways. And you initiate
up, down, left, right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can go any direction. This game is fancy. So you go into a hallway, and it's just like you start on the left and you just walk in a line to the right.
Right.
Yeah. And like you'll know when you go into a hallway what's in there. There's items you can look into? Is there a battle that's coming up? Sometimes you go through a hallway and there's not a single battle. And then you go to room to room.
Some screenshots, like
it's dark.
Are you moving around, or is it like a
they all go together? Image? Yeah, you move to the right. Everyone moves with you.
Okay, so you're actually controlling your characters around the screen.
You control them as a party, and when you get into a battle, it's all turn-based battling. Okay. And then it'll just kind of go between. I haven't been able to figure out how to tell whose turn's coming up. You know how some turn-based games will show you, like who's coming. I have no idea. It's like I just sit there and hope that I get the next turn. I can't get too much into the battling, but you are leveling up all the various heroes. You mostly level up. I don't think you level them up in terms of their strength. You level up in terms of their resolve, which means the higher their resolve, the less stress they take on. Stress is a huge part of this game. But you're leveling up the heroes. You're leveling up their armor. You're leveling up their weapons. You are getting new attacks. And then you can like decide when you go into a dungeon what kind of attacks you want. You're leveling up when you beat a dungeon. You will like unlock other kinds of runs in the dungeon that will get you different things, because you can see like what kind of items you would get if you do this one or this one or this one. You level up the dungeon, so I think the boss of the dungeon gets harder, and so you get new stuff. You level up your blacksmith so that you can upgrade your weapons and armor more. You upgrade the way you satisfy the stress. You can upgrade your town so that they de-stress more. There's so many things. It's like unlock this. You can unlock characters. It's just like there's so much you can do.
But John, is this a Drew game?
It's a total Drew game.
Really?
It's a total Drew game. And
I'm intrigued. I'm not gonna lie. Sounds interesting.
It sounds cool.
I'm so fascinated. Now the one thing, if I had to rank this game right now, it'd be like a 9.5. It's not a perfect game for a couple of reasons, but the one is it's really complicated. And I did the thing where I played for a bit and then reset my save file and then started a whole new save file. I've been playing for a few hours at least, and I'm going to reset my save file again. And here's why.
Why do you do this?
This is a different reason.
No, this kills me. I don't get why you do this.
Because
this makes me angry.
Because there's so much to learn about this game. I feel like it's a little too heavy with information, where you want to go, no. If I'm going to do this again, I want to do it right, and I want to do a different strategy. But it's difficult. You do have to kind of play with it for a while, and then you'll probably want to reset and start fresh, because what you might happen is you might upgrade. Like I was upgrading some characters and not really understanding that you really do want to get a big roster of heroes and get them going. So you want to spend your money in better ways than I have spent my money. So I want to go back and do it again. I learned that there's I think 18 different types of characters that you can get. They'll come around again. And you want to rotate them. So I was constantly running my same two guys every time. And I just grinded them to death. And they're all super stressed out and I can't really use them. And I think the way to do it is just rotate. You rotate people in, you rotate people out, and then you figure out how everyone synergizes.
I love the animation.
Every attack feels so good with that parallax motion and whatever. I mean, that's all I'm going to say about it. But there's a bunch of DLC,
and then it's $40 for all of the DLC.
Really,
is it worth it?
So absolutely. The physical version
9.5, man.
I know, dude. We might all have to go play this.
Yeah.
Although I've never heard John give anything less than an 8. So
that's so true. True.
I have. The physical version came out on Switch and it had the two main DLCs. I think there's a different building. I don't know exactly. I don't want to play with DLCs until I finish the game once. But they also have some new characters they've introduced that go into that roster. So I would recommend playing the first time on Radiant mode, no DLC. Just keep it as simple as. There's so much in the game, you don't need more shit. But I'm in love with it. I'm infatuated with it. I think it was on Game Pass too. So if anybody has Game Pass, you can at least give it a try. It's really good. I'm so glad I tried it again. I think I'm going to be playing this game this is going to be like the Slay the Spire, just constantly playing it. I will say though, Slay the Spire is a roguelike where you play through in like an hour or less, depending on how well you do. I mean, even if you beat the game, it'll take an hour. This game is not like that. If you die, you're not starting from the beginning again. You have a save file, and you just are constantly trying to improve the strength of your heroes to the point where you can go into the darkest dungeon 4 times and beat it. So if you don't like the idea of, you die and you have to start all over from scratch, that's not what this is. The dungeons themselves are roguelike. If you die, you'll lose all your stuff. But yeah, this is a game that I'm going to end up playing hundreds, I think, of hours. Really great. I can't.
Can I ask a rookie question here that I've been meaning to ask you without me having to Google it? What's the difference between roguelite and roguelike?
It's the dumbest term. We talked about it on some episode you'll probably get to. There are some people that are really pedantic about it and saying a roguelike has to be these 5 things. And one of those is it has to be a dungeon crawler. But a lot of games we call roguelike are not dungeon crawlers, right? It could be anything. So I think the main differences are a roguelike is a game where when you die, you start from the beginning from square one with no upgrades. Whereas a roguelite is a game where you can accrue permanent upgrades that will help you on the next run. Yeah. So Hades would be a roguelite because even when you die and go back to the beginning, your character is stronger and you'll have a better chance on run 20 than run 1. But
gotcha.
Slay the Spire.
You're starting out from scratch every time.
It's closer to a roguelite.
Enter the dungeon would probably be a light.
Yeah. So I think we all prefer rogue light.
Well, I feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's like you could grind your way to the end. A road like you have to just get better. There's no grinding. There's no help. You just have to be good at it.
Yeah, when you die, the only thing you've gained is your personal experience playing the game. But a roguelite, you can get like tangible, permanent upgrades, better health, better strength, that sort of thing for the next run.
This game looks fun. I would. I mean, $25, a little steep for me, you know that. But
you could probably wait for a sale. It's been out for years, so I'm sure it'll go on sale.
Well, I'm just nervous. $25 if I don't like it. I don't mind paying the $25 for a good game, but
yeah. And it like I said, it's complicated. Like when I was going through the attacks of a character, it's like a list of like 7 things with numbers. And really, you shouldn't even, you just can't even read them. You just got to use them over and over and you get a real sense for them. But it's just like, oh, here's all the values for this attack. And it's like, but they never even describe what the attack does. And then you do it and you realize, oh, it attacks 2 people next to each other. And it's like, none of the description said that. It just said the accuracy was 85, and a bunch of other numbers. But man, the more you play it, you start learning a little bit more and all that. I love it.
We spent a long time. What else you got, John?
We did. Last thing real quick. I've been playing tons of Switch Sports Soccer.
Of course you have.
It is.
I love that you love that. That's so cool. I love that soccer game too. It's so much fun.
It's so fun. I am a rank B right now, so I have to get through B and then B+, and then I think once you get to A, you stay A forever.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I've gotten to the point where you can ask my wife, I like scream at my teammates. When you're in the higher levels of the rank, people should know how to play, but sometimes people make the same mistakes. You get 3 people sitting by the goal. That's going to kill you every time. And then sometimes you have like your goalie. Like there's nothing that says you're the goalie, but when you start, there's this unwritten contract that's like whoever starts near the goal is the goalie.
Back.
But sometimes you're playing and they kick the ball and there's no fucking goalie anywhere, and you just you need a button to scream. They need a where the fuck is the goalie button? And shame people. I lost the game today where 3 of the goals we had no goalie. It's just like fuck. And then you lose ranking. So I really want to, once I get to A, I'm good. But man, it's so much fun to play online. Oh my God. 4-on-4. It's incredible. it makes it. I do bowling with my wife, and those are the only two sports I've played so far.
You haven't even tried the other ones?
John, I've played all of them.
Yeah, I tried volleyball. I'd have to get into together. I would have to get into it and play it and try to rank through it. Yeah, I played the volleyball. I think I played the.
You can't just play for fun. You got to rank.
Yeah, just fucking try it, John.
No, because once you're playing soccer and you're trying to rank, like you don't want to waste your time playing some other bullshit.
Yeah,
when I'm done, whatever. And I love, by the way, Kevin, going through the weekly items. I think they pop up every Thursday. It's like Christmas every Thursday. Like, oh, new clothes.
I've never looked. I've never played online other than with you guys that one time in Ebicel.
Oh, wow. Oh yeah, you can. If you play online, you will get points and you unlock things. If you unlock a whole page, you get a special item.
I saw your squirrel outfit.
Yeah, is there a new furry suit?
You're kind of just a squirrel, and you can wear sunglasses, and you can wear. I unlocked the new one was like the dark outfit, so I'm a squirrel with a dark outfit on. But every Thursday is going to be like Christmas morning now.
I don't see the appeal in that.
Me either.
In the outfits or the game.
No, I the game is the game.
Do you have the game?
But yeah, I do. I played it once.
Have you played? Go on, play some online soccer.
How long is it going to take me to be a furry?
Have
I lost my chance?
Card.
Hey, you can be a furry right now if you want to.
I know, man.
You just got to put the effort in, buddy.
That's it. I got the chest hair sticking out, so I need to manscape, I guess.
I think the cards have 12 items, and then once you get all of the items on that card, that's how you get the squirrel
how long
outfit.
does it take to get in one item?
It depends on how good you are and how many points
What if I'm a rank B in soccer? How long would it take me?
I mean, you take 2 seconds.
Yeah, obviously.
Soccer will get you about 40 points per play. If you're really good at bowling, you can get like 118 in a play. So
seems really a specific number.
It's because I've seen it over and over again.
I figured as much.
Soccer is so much fun, though. It really is.
That's cool.
That's all I got.
Can I say something about Switch Sports while we're on it? Is now the time?
Now's the time.
Is now the Switch Sports time. 2 things I want to say. The last time I was on the show was the episode right after the last Direct, and they announced Switch Sports.
That's right.
And I was adamant that this thing was going to sell gangbusters. Drew was like, no way. It's not going to sell. I was like, everybody owned Wii Sports, so everybody's got to have this. Everybody's going to buy this one. I was wrong. Drew, you were right.
And I even
it's something you'll never hear Blanco say, but I was wrong, and Drew, you were right. Because Nintendo didn't. Let me tell you why I was wrong. Nintendo didn't promote the tag-on thing. You didn't see it anywhere.
No, they really didn't.
Barely any commercials. Nobody knows about that game other than us nerds who watch the daggone Direct.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people I talk to are like, "Oh, there's a new Wii Sports." Well, yeah, maybe throw it out there and let people know about it.
Yeah.
So I think they really dropped the ball on that game. But then the second part is Drew messaged me. He said, "I'm heading to Walmart. Convince me why I should buy Switch Sports." And I said, "You've spent your money on worse shit, I'm sure." And he said, "You're right, I have." And he went out and bought it. So that was my fault. Maybe you haven't spent your money on worse shit. But
I definitely
I do enjoy the game. I think it's a lot of fun. I just was expecting more, I think. I don't know. But soccer is definitely one of the highlights that was unexpected.
I think it's funny because I think the Switch has become a handheld device for a lot of people. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I don't play this game. Is because I can't sit on the couch, from that like 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. while, me and the wife watch a show and play a game. I can't do that with this game. I need to be, playing with and if I'm playing on the TV, something the kids are going to want to play, which is fine. I'll play as a family game, but then the kids get pissed off because they can't unlock the furry suit. So it's like, and then I even try just play as my account. You can change my name or whatever. No. So it's like, but I think I think that's the problem with the Switch, right? Is it like I said, I think there's a lot of people do use it for handheld, and they said, well, I'm not gonna play that, handheld on the couch.
I'll tell you, maybe this helps. I have 2 Joy-Cons hanging underneath my microphone, actually. And so you don't have to take Joy-Cons off. You just come in, you grab them, start playing. And, we always play on our Switch dock anyway inside. It makes it easy. I mean, all my kids, they will grab the Joy-Cons and do their own thing. My daughter likes to play the volleyball and the badminton.
Which you've never played.
Cedric will play bowling. Michelle plays nothing but bowling. And then I'll go inside and take like a break from work, maybe like an hour, and just play soccer league over and over and over again. You just got.
I saw you mentioned somewhere that you wanted soccer to be its own game. Wouldn't that be awesome for you? I don't think that's ever going to happen, but
it's not going to happen. But somebody said that about the bowling. I think Marty had said that at the bowling, that if it was its own game and lots of modes. I mean, soccer I think is like on par with Rocket League in terms of wanting to play over and over and over again. The thing that I love about soccer more than Rocket League is that because Rocket League's mechanics are, you can really master them and just destroy competition. In soccer, you're limited. There's not like some crazy moves you can do. You just have to learn the basic moves and understand how to do them. But you're playing with random people, so you can't really coordinate with somebody and say, I'm going to hit it to the side, you get in front over there. Most of the time, people have no idea what you're doing.
Right.
So you can play people, and it's always a good fight. With Rocket League, if you go on Rocket League now, you could end up playing against people that can do double flip hits with the car in the midair.
It's insane stuff what they can do out there.
Does Rocket League have voice chat with strangers though too?
I think so.
So yeah, you can talk to people on there and say, you go left, I'll go right, whatever. But this soccer, you're playing in the blind.
Yeah, I mean, and I play sometimes with people who are rank A, and like, you don't know, like if I'm on the side and I'm going to get the ball, you need to get in front of the goal because I'm going to try to hit it to you to pop into the net. And so I'll hit it like in hockey, you center the puck, right? Everyone knows you center the puck and somebody's going to be there to kind of hit it in. Hey, Drew, like, what's your face?
It sounds like you're one out of like 25 people that is a soccer master of this game.
No, I'm not. But when you watch hockey and somebody goes in the corner, somebody on your team goes
in front
of the net. And that's the same thing here. You can use the Joy-Cons and swing left, and you'll do like a side kick. And it's like, and I'll kick there, and nobody on my team is there. They were like next to me, and it's like,
that's soccer 101. All right, you bust down the side and you cross the ball to the center. That's soccer basics.
So if you're in a match and you see another guy in a furry suit in a dark outfit, you're like, oh, okay, like he knows what's up.
Yeah, he's a pro.
I'm Muddy Hero Zablanc. That's my name.
Nice.
Because I'm a squirrel.
Now, let me ask you this: when you guys played against me and Ebicel, were you all talking to each other? Were you on voice chat?
It was like the first.
You cheaters, you fucking cheaters! Wow, I knew it.
It did you dirty, man.
I didn't even know what I was doing. This guy's doing head balls. Like, how the fuck did you do a head ball?
Ooh, head balls.
No, when we played, that was the first time I think I played soccer.
No, you were doing diving headers.
No, I was not. I did a little bit of bowling.
Bicycle kicks and shit. I saw you.
Yeah. Special. Up, down, left, right.
That's right.
Special code.
Crest in the hump.
All right.
All right, John, let's move on.
We've got games to play. Let's chat.
It's chit chat time.
For Open Destruction this week, we are celebrating 100 episodes. John, how long has it been? I feel like it's been almost like 3 years. I mean, we've probably done over 200 episodes, to be honest.
I think we started did we start the January right before COVID, I think. So
January 2020.
Yeah.
The guy just watched, like, how many of our episodes did you just see?
I listened 1 through 15.
Wow.
This week, just to prepare and reminisce on the, good times of the show, back when the show was good.
Wow. So I'm sure all of this is going to come out. But John, you've weaseled your way through 200 episodes without doing something. John, it is time
200 episodes?
Enter the gauntlet.
The gauntlet.
Yes, we have done probably 200 episodes. You don't think so?
No.
With the mini-sodes?
150. About 150.
I don't know. Because
Anyways.
We sold ourselves short.
Welcome to the gauntlet, my friend.
Bring it.
Timed. Coozie has given us some great questions. Hambone has been there for solid support. We are entering you through the 10 gauntlet questions. All right. I'll tell you what. Michelle may have even been involved in the gauntlet. That's all. Uh-oh. And what better way to ask the question of how you first met your wife, Michelle?
Is that what you're asking me?
That's the first question of the gauntlet.
Oh, my gosh. So I met Michelle online on a website that's now gone called matchmaker.com. And went through all the pictures, and she's very cute and sweet, and she's very innocent, Michelle. Like, she doesn't know the bad words. I always feel bad when something comes up and somebody says Cleveland Steamer and everyone in the room's laughing, and she's like, what is that? I don't know what a Cleveland Steamer is. But yeah,
Bless
and then we chatted on the phone, and then I'll never forget, she came to my I lived in a townhome like rental. And she came to my house through the garage. I don't know why I had her come through my garage. And she knocked on the garage door and I let her in. And I'm just like, all these years later, I go, why the hell did you come in through the garage? Like, oh my God. All red flags.
That was actually her question, not mine, John. So that
did she not know how we met?
She didn't know. She had no idea.
She was needing a refresher.
Blacked out like that night Mario party. Okay. Question 2. If you could not play video games anymore, what would your hobby be?
Oh, that's easy. Chess. I would study chess all day.
Oh, nice. That's Bobby Fischer. Is that his name?
Yeah. I want to be great, but I can't do opening stuff, but I would play chess all day. I'd do chess podcast if I could.
Sounds miserable.
With you, Drew.
Sounds miserable.
Hey, what'd you think? Side question. What'd you think of Queen's Gambit?
I loved Queen's Gambit. I
thought it was good too.
Incredible show. I love that actress now. Queen's Gambit's great. It's on Netflix. Yeah. Everyone watch that.
Anyways, Johnny, what do you have Mets hat? I see over there.
Let's go.
Would you give your left kidney if the Mets were to win the World Series?
Absolutely, no hesitation.
Wow.
Yeah. I was 9 years old when they won the World Series, and I was probably a Met fan for like a year when that happened. And so I basically spent almost my entire fandom never seeing the Mets win a championship. They've been to 2 World Series. They lost them both. One of them, they lost to the Yankees in the World Series, which makes you feel
brutal.
That's a killer.
Really bad.
So you would give up an organ?
If you told me if I can give up a kidney to see, like,
guarantee win.
Like, I wouldn't give up the kidney if I was in the World Series. I would just hedge my bets and just go with it. But like, if you told me as the year was coming up, if you give a kidney, the Mets are going to go on a World Series run this year.
Yes.
No hesitation. Yeah. No hesitation. And I'd be helping somebody, you know?
That's a teammate. Or that's a fan right there.
I got to see it. I think they're going to win the World Series this year, but anything can happen in baseball. You can't predict it, but they're on a run right now.
Here comes the Coozie question, which leads me to believe we have not discussed this giant atrocious thing in your bed, but which are you more likely to give up? Support pillows or drive assist in Mario Kart?
Or what? Drive assist?
Drive assist.
I do not. I would never give up my support pillow.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this thing
are you saying you still use drive assist, right?
There was a time where I strategically used drive assist as part of my racing because I accidentally had it on. But yeah, a lot of times the shortcuts, you get prevented from using the shortcuts with it. So I don't fucking need drive assist. I will beat your ass.
Oh my gosh.
We have to play. We got to play some Mario Kart. We haven't played Mario Kart in a long time.
Where's the new, what got to be due for the new?
Yeah, we're due. We're due. I'm holding it for
Shadow Drop.
This next one is.
Yeah. Number 5. What is your biggest Nintendo purchase regret?
Regret?
What's
buying a game and not liking it?
Well, it doesn't have to be a game. Nintendo themed anything. You have a lot of shit in your house. I'm looking at right now in the background.
Yeah.
Do you have any like big purchase regret? Like, man, I wish I didn't buy that. That was a lot of money. I didn't really need it.
Oh God.
Where do I begin?
That's a tough one. I think early on in the first year of Switch, I would buy the special edition Switches just to get the boxes. And then I would keep the new Joy-Cons and then sell the system. And I would do it over and over again. I ended up with a big pile of Joy-Cons, and now I kind of just gave them to my kids, so it's like I don't really care about the Splatoon Joy-Cons, so I think I would not have done that, figured out some other way to play them. I don't really have any regrets.
What about the Ouya? Do you regret buying that?
I paid $20 for an Ouya in the box, and I treasure it. Yeah, it's just a piece of history. I don't really have any regrets. I will say one time I bought. You ever hear of the game Little Red Hood?
Nope.
It's a famous NES game. It was only released in Australia. And AVGN did an episode on it. And so it was like one of those like really bad NES games. And for some reason, I just wanted it. And so I bought it for at least a couple $100. And I was so happy to have Little Red Hood. And then I played it and was like, yep, this game is horrible. And then one day I, had it. And I was talking with some woman who runs a flea market booth. And we did a trade. And I got like I think I got like a Genesis game and like some other game. And I got a bunch of games that I thought were a fair trade. And then it turned out over time, like those games went down in price. Little Red Hood is as rare as it's ever been. And I kind of regret that trade. Oddly, that woman died.
Wow.
So maybe Little Red Hood is cursed. I don't know. So that would be one regret. I would never have made that trade.
All right. Next, number 6. What would your last meal be?
God. Probably a KFC 12-piece bucket of chicken with a chicken sandwich and mashed potatoes and gravy and coleslaw.
Oh, the mashed potatoes are to die for.
KFC, your favorite fast food place?
I think so. Yeah.
You knock out the whole 12-piece bucket, huh?
I mean, if it's going to be my last meal, I'm just going to eat the whole bucket. Why wouldn't I?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
All right. Another one from your lovely wife, your beautiful daughter, Melody.
Oh my God.
Why don't you tell us about her birth, John?
So I missed her birth. I was not there for her birth.
You were trading Little Red Hood at the flea market.
I feel so bad. I wasn't there. So the story of that is that so Melody was breech. So she was the wrong way. Babies are supposed to come out head first. Melody was in the wrong position. And so I think we were like 5 weeks away from like, the 40-week birthing period. And my wife started going into labor. And Melody was breech, and they were a little freaked out about it. And so we were in the hospital, and they decided they were going to do a C-section. And I was like, okay, whatever. So they grabbed me, and they were like, they had to do it because she was like dilated. Like, I don't want to get into like, we're dads, right? But she was like, getting close to pushing. So like they grabbed me, and I ran to go get scrubs, and they started running Michelle onto a gurney to go get a C-section. Well, the nurse that was with me was just like, I don't know, new or whatever. She didn't know where the scrubs were. She kept looking. I thought we had time. I was sitting there, and she's like, oh, I thought they were over here or whatever. And in hindsight, I should have been like, lady, we got to go. And so eventually I get my scrubs. I get walked over to the room. I walk into the room, and it's quiet. And I look over at Michelle on the bed, and then I look over at her doctor, and I go, did you do the C-section yet? And like the doctor says, yeah. And like I look over, and there's a baby, and I look over at Michelle, and I say to the doctor, was it a boy or a girl? Because we didn't know. We decided not to know.
Oh wow.
We had 2 boys already, so we didn't want to know because we didn't want family to be disappointed if it was a third boy. So we just decided we're not going to know. And I said, was it a boy? And she's like, ask your wife. And I was like, oh, it's a girl. But it's like, I totally missed the birth. And what had happened was while they were bringing her to get the C-section, Melody's leg came out.
Oh.
And so they just routed her into the nearest room, found a doctor. It wasn't even the doctor that was supposed to deliver the kid. And this woman, like, literally put her hand inside my wife's vagina, and turned and like delivered Melody flawlessly.
So did your wife not have like what you call it, the needle?
No, she never had
epidural.
That.
Epidural,
yeah. No time.
Oh, God bless her. Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
So we were really that's apparently really hard to deliver a breech baby and but I missed it. I totally missed it.
Wow.
I don't know how. I must have been gone for 10 minutes, which is crazy, but I missed it.
All right,
that's wild.
The Cruise Man.
John, you're going to go from that question, that nice story, into this one.
You bet your ass I am.
Go for it, buddy.
John, you mentioned a Bayonetta cosplay actress being in Playboy 3 times in the first 11 episodes.
Wow, did I?
All right.
After dark.
Have you jerked off more to her or Anna Kendrick?
The Gauntlet, baby. It's the Gauntlet.
Oh, Anna Kendrick for sure.
Good for you.
Not even close.
John, rank the next 4 video games from your favorite to the worst. Zelda franchises, Mario, Life is Strange.
Oh, God.
Or Fire Emblem.
That's easy. Is it easy? Life is Strange. Number 1 for sure. Fire Emblem number 2 for sure. Zelda and Mario. I love the completionist stuff of Mario, but I love Zelda Adventures, but I never complete them. So maybe I'll say Mario. I think I would be more excited if they announced like a Mario Odyssey 2. Because I just love going through them. So I would say Mario and then Zelda.
All right.
Yeah, it's hard to rank them.
2 more questions. Would you sell your cat cannoli for $10,000?
Absolutely, yes.
Hell yeah, man. I'd sell almost anything in my house for $10,000.
Yeah. Cannoli is adorable, I will say, but
last but not least, you know what the question is, John. Fuck, marry, kill. The remaining 3 horsemen.
Well, Drew and I are getting married. He's my podcast wife.
That's right.
So that's easy. So either Hambone has to die. I gotta kill off Hambone. I'm sorry, Hambone.
That's all right, man.
Kevin and I have had a relationship for a very long time.
It's time to consummate it, buddy.
I would hate like to cheat, just your wife and your kids and all that stuff. But we'll do it right there in that arcade, man. It will be. We'll turn the lights off. Just
Kevin's wearing nothing but that shirt.
Tom,
that's right.
Not for long, Drew.
The joysticks.
Yeah, and Tom Nook is watching us in the corner.
Yeah.
Well, John, you successfully navigated the gauntlet and escaped. Woo!
Yes.
Well done.
I'm honored. We have so many more games planned. Let's keep going.
I know. Let's go right into the next game, which is for our 2 guests, Hambone and Kevin.
Oh, really?
Let's do it.
So this game here is we're going to run through about 10 scenarios in life. And your jobs, guys, you can work together. You can give or you can give your own answers each. The object of the game is to say, did Drew do this? Did John do this? Did neither of them do it? Or have they both done it in their lifetime? So you have 4 options.
Cool.
Wording.
Okay.
Cool.
So let's start with an obvious, easy one. Right? Who bit off half of their tongue in a vicious chicken wing eating incident?
Oh, chicken wing. I don't know. I'm saying nobody.
Wait, no, it's not you. Yeah.
Wait.
It was a burger.
Read it, John's question.
That's a trick freaking question, man.
It was a burger. That's right. Burger.
See?
Oh my God.
John, we should put you through this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Come on, man.
I mean, I give credit. You
call,
picked up on that.
Good call.
Hambone wins already, but even I don't even know the answer to my own incident. So obviously the answer there would be true. That's the example. All right. Now let's get into the tough ones. Who has bleached their hair at some point in their life?
Oh. So Coozie, I am tending to think this is Drew, since he's more my age bracket, and when we were younger, that was sort of the thing. Yeah. But I also see like John trying to be a tryhard, man, and like going for it.
Oh, I'm definitely seeing that. My vote's on Blanco, We can throw Drew in there as well, and that they both did it.
I'm splitting the pot. Oh, okay. Let's go both. Both.
We can go both.
Let's go both.
If I was putting money on it, I'd say more John than Drew. But let's go. We'll go both
on the Drew train. So let's split it. Let's go both.
The answer is John only.
Wow!
Hey.
Yes.
My sister is a professional hairstylist, and so she bleached my hair one time in my 20s.
Mm-hmm. And I did the same thing.
Nice. We got to see pictures.
Wow. Oh, it's pretty.
One.
It's pretty.
Guy Fieri period.
That's right.
All right. Who has smoked weed?
That's just it. Not like out of a bong or out of a butthole or anything. It's just who's smoked weed.
Smoked weed.
I'm saying absolutely not to John. I'm saying Drew is a maybe. I'm saying yes to Drew, no to John.
I'm saying neither.
What do you think?
I'm going neither.
The answer is neither.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, you good guys. I'm on the wrong show.
Yeah. Sorry.
And I'm in Colorado, right, Kevin? Like,
I was going to say,
right,
you're in Colorado. And hey, Rhode Island, too. I think you're good to go over there as well.
Yeah, a lot of states have legalized now.
All right, that's one here. Special. Who has been to a WrestleMania event?
I think
what do you say, Hambone?
I'm saying Drew on this one. Like, I see, tailgating with his buddies, like, going for it, going nuts. He has a sign, some fucking stupid words on the sign, like on TV.
Yeah, DDT me.
Ages of fucking mages.
Ages of mages.
Ages of fucking mages. Right. Yeah, I'll go with you. I'll go with that.
Maybe it was like a dumbass like skit. Who knows?
Right.
I'm saying Drew.
The answer is
me too.
Drew, I have. I've been in Orlando. My buddies said, let's go to WrestleMania. I said, I'm not fucking going to WrestleMania. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll go to WrestleMania if we all bring our golf clubs and make it like a golf trip. And to Hambone, we tailgated. I'll tell you what, I didn't know anybody, but it was fucking blast. I had a blast.
I bet.
That's great, man.
Party.
What year was it? Which one? Do you know what number it was?
It probably was like only, 5 to 8 years ago.
Okay, so 2017, WrestleMania 33.
Yeah. Orlando.
The main event was The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Okay.
Pitbull was the special guest whose son. Fucking love Pitbull. Who doesn't?
Let's go. Yeah, that's awesome.
Before we move on,
worldwide.
You mentioned dumbass. Has anybody watched Jackass 4.5 on Netflix?
I'm halfway through it. I passed out the other night.
It's so fucking good. It's just as good as the movie. So good.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. All right, next one. Who has changed a flat tire?
Both?
I'm going to say Drew again for this one. John didn't know how to work a power washer. So,
that's hardcore.
So
I'm going to say John's an old guy, though. John's an old guy that we used to have to change tires ourselves on our wagon wheels.
Yeah, before you had power steering and anti-lock brakes.
So, Hambone, final answer is Drew.
I'm saying Drew.
Final?
Mine's both.
Both. The answer is John only.
Oh,
how have you not changed a flat tire? Like,
I have AAA. I call AAA to have a flat tire.
All right.
I changed my bike tire. That's about it, though.
Listen, I will say I've never, knock on wood, have gotten a flat tire like on the road. Sometimes I'll wake up in the morning, you have like a flat tire. I just fucking go back in the house and I'll call AAA. So it's like, why?
God, what a pussy.
Yeah, I'll take it all day.
I led a story that the first time I had to change a flat tire, I was driving home from a first date with a girl that I was pretty infatuated with at like 1 a.m. Nothing happened, but we were just hanging out late. And I got a flat tire, had to pull into like an abandoned gas station, and I had the manual. I had never changed a flat tire before. And it was like after a first date. I was so pissed off.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
But I nailed it.
It's rough.
Yeah, something that night.
Who has gotten broken up via text message from the ex-girlfriend's roommate? Very, very specific.
That's very specific.
Wow.
I'm going to say Drew on that one because John wasn't dating when texts were around. He's been married since then.
Yeah, that's that's same, Drew.
It's actually John only.
Oh, that was a curveball from hell.
It's back when texts like cost money.
Yeah.
By the way, the same girl that I had the flat tire with. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't a great situation.
Right.
No.
What a keeper.
Who has gotten stitches more times?
I'm saying neither. I think both of you have ever gotten stitches.
Never.
I'm going to go Drew. It seems like the obvious answers, Drew, with, I'm Andrew DeFusco. Welcome to Dumbass. but that's my vote.
All right, Kevin, Drew, John. The answer is Drew. John's never gotten stitches.
No stitches.
I've only gotten them once, actually, playing hockey.
Oh, there you go.
And
you never had like your wisdom teeth out or anything?
Oh, that counts.
That doesn't count.
I've done
stitches.
I don't know.
Well, then I would still have. Then I'd have two.
All right, then I'd have one.
I'd still win.
Who had their wisdom teeth out?
Who has gotten in a car accident?
Ooh.
That's it. That's the question.
Neither.
Good. Neither.
Neither is the answer.
Wow.
Nice. You never had somebody like rear end you or anything?
No.
Wow. That's amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
It happened to me 2 times in the span of 2 weeks on my daily commute right around the same section. Lady not paying attention, looking at her phone, just tap. 2 weeks later, tap. Come on.
It sucks. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Who has
Gonna do it? Read it, Drew. Read the crossed out one.
Oh, yeah, okay. I just crossed it out.
I crossed it out.
Loves Brendan Fraser as an actor.
Oh my god!
What kind of question was this?
It's a fantastic.
I feel like that's
Were you watching George of the Jungle?
Yeah, no, I think this is a Drew. Yeah, I think he's like a big Mummy fan, like secretly. Like you pull back those shirts and he's got Mummy posters on that back wall.
I'll go John.
I fucking love the Mummy. I'm not gonna lie.
I know you love the Mummy. Come on now.
But John also loves him.
Oh no!
It's a two-layer.
Who doesn't like Brendan Fraser? I crossed it out. I was like, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Did you see his
America's sweetheart?
He had some movie or something he's filming recently, and I saw some clips of him like showing up late for his interview he was doing because he was playing the Switch.
Oh,
and
really?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, take a look.
Oh, he's fantastic. John, what did we decide on the next one here? What was the wording of it? Or are we skipping that one?
No, just skip it.
Okay, we'll skip that one. I'm gonna do the next one for last.
Okay.
On episode 2.
Kevin's got an advantage here.
Kevin's got a huge advantage. Who had Pyra and who had Mithra on their top 5 Nintendo hotties list?
John had Pyra. Drew had Mithra.
I got nothing. So yeah, same.
That's not. I think it's the opposite, right?
The opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
I was working when I was listening to that episode. Wasn't paying attention. I knew you both had them, but I didn't know what order.
I like Mithra's bad girl attitude. It does it for me.
All right, 2 more questions. Who has beaten Contra without the code, without a code or rewind? No cheats.
Both. Y'all have mentioned that on the show before. Yeah. I know for sure one of you has, but I'm going to go with both.
Yeah, let's go both. I think that sounds good.
The answer's both. Well played.
Look at that. Did you do it, Drew? Did you do it?
I have. I did a long time ago. I think I did it on the NES. I haven't really played it since.
He was pretty mad about this question. He's like,
well, listen, the way you wrote it, like who's beaten it before? Like pretty much saying, well, Drew certainly hasn't. That's how you pretty much wrote it.
I didn't know if you did or not. I did not know.
Highlighted your name only. Like there's no
because
chance.
I didn't know if you had done it.
Okay.
I was letting you do it.
Last question.
Who's the manly man that's beaten Contra with no code?
You were
Who's the little girly girl who hasn't?
You were roller skating. You were busy.
Yeah.
Who has drank their own piss?
Oh my gosh, John! There's no way John's done that. He's way more respect for himself than that.
Nice.
But I wouldn't put it past him. I'm gonna say neither.
I'm gonna say both.
There you go.
Do you know respect, Hambone?
All or nothing,
Dude.
The answer is neither.
Oh man!
I'll tell you what, though, I probably could get convinced if the opportunity.
That's what I'm
was
saying,
right.
man. I think I can talk you into that this weekend.
You can do a special episode of Dumbass, and we'll put it on Twitter, Drew.
Oh man, that'd be great. We'll be dehydrated. It'll be so yellow.
gross.
That's it. That was the Drew and John game.
That's great. That was super fun.
That was great. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Now Kevin has a game for us.
I've got 2 games. Which one would you like?
Trivia questions first.
Okay. So I went back this week, as was stated earlier, and listened to episode 1 through 15 minus the bonus episodes. And got some questions for you guys about each other. Some, Hambone, you can join in too. And hey, play along at home, folks. Play along at home here. So the first question, what was Drew's first Pokemon game? So this obviously isn't for you, Drew.
Can we just shout it out?
Sure.
Hambone, you want to go first since I know Drew a little better?
Yeah, I think it was a Let's Go, right? Was it Let's Go Pikachu?
Let's Go Pikachu, I think.
Nope, it was not.
What was it?
Is it Pokemon
Well,
Go?
according Drew's like, wait, wasn't it? How about Pokemon Battle Revolution on Wii?
Oh my God.
Right. It was. It was.
That's what you said.
I would have said the wrong answer, but now that you said it, you're right. I bought that game because it was. I bet you, I told the story. It was like the first online game for the Wii.
Yep, you told that story.
And it sucked.
You would have guessed wrong about
I
yourself.
Guessed wrong. You're absolutely
Wow.
right.
All right, next question. What did John want to theme his Animal Crossing island for the first time? Before the game came out, he said, when I get this game, I'm going to make it this theme.
Oh my God, really? I said that?
Wasn't it? Hambone, didn't they want to do like half Halloween and half Christmas?
I thought it was like some sort of like spooky, like stupid shit.
That was later. That was a refurb.
That was later.
Yeah.
That later in life.
I don't
This was like a month before the game came out. He said, when I get this game, I'm going to do this theme.
Wow.
Oh my God.
No answers?
I don't
No
even
guesses?
know. I don't even know.
Nothing.
No idea.
Miniature golf course.
Ooh.
Sounds
Pretty
fun.
smart.
Okay, yeah, that rings a bell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to
for
do
me,
a mini
but
golf
sounds
course.
good.
That's pretty fun. That'd still be fun.
All
We should
right.
do it.
They listed the hotties. I guess this was the same episode with the Pyre and Mithra. Drew's obviously was Wii Fit Trainer was number 1. Who was his number 2?
Paulina.
She was on the list. She was on the list. Was she?
Paulina was too.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Who was the first guest you had on the show?
Was it a guest or was it like a Drew substitute?
Drew substitute.
Was it Sam? Third strongest mole?
It was, yep.
That's right. Yeah,
It
Drew was gonna
and
miss it, and yeah, I asked Sam.
That episode was
That's like early.
thrilling, let me tell you. All right. What's the first game that John played on the Switch? Opened it up that night, popped in a game.
Well,
I know he knows it.
didn't pop it in.
You guys have any guesses?
Probably wasn't Breath of the Wild. It was probably.
It wasn't Breath of the Wild.
Was Wild Hearts out then? I feel like it was Wild Hearts. It's got to be some shit game like that.
It wasn't 1-2 switch, was it?
Oh,
It was not. No. No, but that's a good guess.
What else was a launch title?
There wasn't many launch titles. It was a
Right.
digital. It was a digital only. If I remember right.
God.
It was an RPG. It was an RPG. Yeah.
Oh gosh,
it was a good game.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I am Setsuna.
That's what I was thinking about. Yeah, they said it was like Chrono Trigger, and I played it, and it was shitty.
It's not a good game. Yeah, it wasn't great, but it was
not a good game.
It was moody.
It's better than Ages of Mages.
You know, after playing years of 3DS, like every game looked amazing on the Switch. It didn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. Drew got rich off John in the turnip hustle when Animal Crossing came out. Do you know how many bells you made off of John when you went to his island?
Oh my God.
1 million bells.
Oh, close. It was 1.4. You made 1.4 million off John. And as a bonus question, what did you tip him for coming and selling that?
0.
Nothing. That's an easy one.
1,000 bells.
It's awesome, baby.
God. Wait, what was it?
You made 1.4 million and you gave him 1,000 bells. And Zablanc was not happy.
That is more insulting than no tip. That's like if you go to a restaurant and you don't tip the waiter, they can maybe just assume you forgot. If you give them a little tip, that means you remembered and you fucked them over.
Yeah.
You still owe me bells.
That's right.
You can have them.
All right. You guys did a Clubhouse Games Mayhem. Mayhem. What were your teams? What were your team names?
Drew's Clues.
I remember Drew's Clues and John's Pawns. Because I was John Pawn.
That was it.
Wow.
You were John Pawn.
I was a John Pawn. Yeah.
That was a fun one. We should do that again.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I like the team themes.
I like
you guys
the
against
team
each other.
thing.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right. In episode 11, John moved into the breach into his favorite game. What game did it replace?
Oh my God. He has a new favorite game every fucking week. I can't keep track of his top 5.
Yeah.
I can name more than top 5 right now. Into the Breach replaced. I don't know. He has too many weird shit games.
What do you think, John?
Yeah, I know.
This is episode 11, so like early 2020.
This is before Life is Strange?
Yep. That's it. Bayonetta 2.
Look at it.
Wow.
For those of you at home, John just pulled out the amiibo to show it to the camera.
Out of his pants, out of nowhere.
In episode 13, Drew tells John what steamers are. John, what are steamers?
What?
You don't know? What's wrong with you? You're from New York.
I know Hambone knows.
Yeah, I know.
Is it related to a Cleveland steamer? It's a shit. Is it a shit?
No, it's clams.
Yeah, it's clams.
Oh God!
It's like an oyster.
I do not like seafood at all.
Yeah, it's an oyster more than
little nets. You know, little nets.
That's it. Just oysters.
What is it? Yeah, clams. Yeah, they're clams. Steamers are clams. Yeah. In June 2020, John got a limited edition Xbox One. He was so hype about. What game was it based on?
Oh, I know this. It was
Cyberpunk. Yeah.
Was it?
Was it Cyberpunk? Yeah.
It was Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, super hype.
Hey.
How'd that turn out for you there, John?
Yeah, I played it for like an hour and I was done.
Wait, it's coming to the Switch 2022. What are my predictions?
Episode 14, John says his top 2 Metroidvanias are what?
Oh, I know this one.
Ori
and
was it like Gato Roboto or something?
Knight. Yeah, not Hollow Knight. You didn't like Hollow Knight, I thought.
It kind of rhymes with Ori.
Yeah. It was both Oris.
Really? I
said his top 2 Metroidvanias are both Oris.
They're both Ori.
I still haven't played the
Not a Metroid or a Vania.
Well, Metroid Dread.
I started the second one.
Metroid Dread is really good.
You didn't finish it?
Nah, I couldn't finish it.
I hate Metroidvanias. I don't know, but I chugged through the first one and I enjoyed it, but I don't know.
Last one here, episode 15. What does Drew say the J in JRPG stands for?
I mean, I know. I still stand for it.
I know too.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Junior.
Junior RPG.
Like a mini version of an RPG.
Yeah, it's like a little one.
Right.
You can just put it in your pocket. It's perfect.
He said it with such conviction. That's what I'll always remember.
He was like, "Yeah, it's Junior RPG." I'm like,
I remember like almost having to pull my car over because I was
Donkey Kong
so
Jr.
hard.
What episode?
Like, are you kidding me? Like, thank God I am at a stop sign right now. I'm gonna crash my car. It's ridiculous.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna edit it in right now. What episode? 14? You said episode
15, right at the beginning of 15.
I'm editing it in right now.
In my eyes, every game to me is a role playing, and then then you add the word in there of a junior RPG, and it's just like
that is not what JRPG stands for. It's Japanese.
That's the same thing. It's all whatever you wanted to call it, John. You've never heard the term junior RPG.
There is no such term as a junior RPG.
That's amazing. Oh, that was hilarious.
That was great.
That was really funny.
All right.
That was awesome. Thank you. Kevin.
Thanks.
Yeah, great job. Great job,
Well
Coozie.
played.
Yeah.
Nice.
We got a lot of fun on this show.
Yeah.
What do we got next, John? I mean, picking up on the top, but I mean, memories, right? I mean, I love memories. You guys remember stick out big time.
Just like Druisms, like JRPG sticks out to me. The way you pronounce plethora. Sometimes you say things with such a conviction, and just throw me off. Yeah. I love it.
Did you double dest yourself, right? I said, wait, is he right?
Sometimes.
No, he's not right.
Yeah, definitely not. When you said the junior RPG thing, I just like my brain locked. I was like, what? And I started to doubt myself. I'm like, no.
That's why I'm here.
I love that you were just such a loyal Nintendo guy.
That's all I know. That's all I breathe.
And you've gone through me talking about Xbox for a long while, and now PlayStation for a long while. And we try to convince you to get a second system, and it just doesn't happen. You're just a Nintendo guy.
It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, you're a pretty stubborn gamer.
Am I?
You insist on buying. Like, I can't even tell the audience how many times you write me and send me some link to some shitty game on eShop because it's $1.99.
That's not true. You made that up.
You do it all the time. And it's
at least twice a week.
I mean, it's like there was a conversation in the dads about like I think somebody was asking about Moonlighter, and they said, "Is this game good?" And like some people said, "Yeah," and I said, "No, I really didn't like Moonlighter." And they said, "Well, it's only $5. Is it worth it?" And I think it was Nick Tendo who said, "Yeah, it's worth it for $5." And that just threw me into a tizzy because it's like, is a bad game worth anything? Like, what do you mean it's a five? Like, oh, this is a bad game, but it's $5. And I think it's an interesting discussion about like, if you play a game that you don't like, is it worth it if it was $1? I was like, I still don't want to play it, right?
It depends. No, I disagree.
Huh.
I know you disagree, Drew. That's why I brought it up.
Like, I just played the Dungeons of Dreadrock game, right? I mean, I like to finish games that I buy. There's very few games I don't finish that I buy, but $5 at the end of the day, I'm like, oh yeah, that game was worth $5. Now, if I paid $20 for that game, I'd been like, that game sucks. Wasn't worth $20.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's time as well you're spending on that. Not only is it the $5 you spend, but it's also the 5 hours that you can't get back. Like, that's a waste of time and money you just spent on the fucking shitty game, man. That's not worth either.
Like Eternal Hope.
Right. That was a waste of my life and money. I kicked myself in the ass for that.
But you finished it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
See?
Now I'm depressed, thanks.
It's the sunk cost fallacy, right? That at least if you finished it, your money was like paid. But like you said, you pay in your hours. That's the problem. The time you put into it.
I could be playing something better. I could be playing Switch Sports.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, back to our discussion of,
the show.
Just the show.
Oh yeah, let's get back on it.
There's times I feel like I know more about you and your sexual preferences than your wife, and I'm honored by that in a weird way. Wait,
that you know more about my sexual preferences than you know my wife, or that my wife.
No, then your wife knows about you.
Oh God, early on I was kind of like she doesn't really listen to the show. She might have listened to the first one, and I was like, how come she doesn't listen to it? I'm a little offended. Now I'm like, I hope she doesn't listen to it. Yeah. Like, I don't want her to listen to
my
this.
wife right now is not in the other room listening to me yell.
Ears on the door.
Closet. She's
was that Anna Kendrick question?
I hope my wife listens.
Nice.
A lot of early on in the show, you guys got a lot more X-rated questions. They were a lot dirtier. They've eased off. I've noticed of late. We got a lot of PG questions. We got to get back to the raw.
I'm into the raw, but I think it's every person has those inner raw questions, right? They have that dirty minded, and when they saw our podcast, they were all about it. They got them all out. We need their minds to continue the thought of those types of questions. We need them to be dirtier. I agree.
Yeah.
Bring it out. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
We're going to get a bunch of questions next week. Would you do, if you did, Kevin, you talked about you're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Is it after dark?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I haven't done it yet. I started, the first time I was ever on a podcast was with you, John, and Drew was away. It was February 21, and I've been kind of addicted since. I love the rush. I love getting this. I love this shit, man. So thank you guys for that. But I don't know what I'm going to do. It probably won't be about video games. It probably just me sitting talking shit. I'd like to have just a lot of my old friends on and just telling stories about things that we've been through. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'd also like to stream games like Hambone. I've asked him questions about that.
Yeah, man.
Eternal Hope, on deck. But I just like that. Sometimes, I mean, I've struggled with depression a lot, and this, I feel like, helps me, gives me something to look forward to, and keeps me out of being depressed. Really, this is awesome. Yeah. I enjoy, and I don't give a shit how many likes or watches I get. Yeah. That's what in one of the episodes I listened to, Drew was talking about the reason why you podcast, the reason why you stream. It's not for, if you do it for likes and money and all that, you're doing it for the wrong reason, because that shit's not going to last, and we don't have the time to put into that shit. Nope. But if you do it because you like it, like I've watched Hambone streams, he likes to play video games, so why not throw it out there and let somebody watch? Nope. That's cool. Man. That's a cool reason to do it. It's just to have a hobby, just to do and have fun with it. You guys have fun with this podcast, and that's why I love it so much, because you're not out there trying to promote something or wag your dick in the air saying, "Look at all these fucking games I play." Although I'd love to see you wag your dick in the air, Drew.
Yeah, he's gonna wag his dick on a scale.
That branch, man.
I'm gonna wag it.
But it's I love it, man. It's just fun. It's a good time.
Yeah, that's straight. And that you hit it right on the nod in there, because it's if you start looking at the counts and looking at that, it turns into a deflate, right? And now you're like, oh, how come I'm not getting the likes, or how come I'm not getting the views? And it's exactly that. I look at this as a hobby. John and I committed we're going to record a podcast every 2 weeks. And in the off weeks, if we're not busy, we'll do another one. And if we don't, who cares? It's not a big deal.
I care. I look forward to it, fuckers.
It's sad when there's not one.
I'll tell you what, John and I have been like 5 in a row. We've been killing it lately as well.
Yeah.
We've been. Sure. I think we actually have one planned for next week together as well. So.
That's awesome.
Fun.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely nail it. You can't stress out about likes and stuff. I was observing the other day, I did a 4-part tweet on Switch Sports soccer strategies. And I don't think I got a single like for any of it. And then Dan at RetroLogic did a tweet that was literally Splatoon 2 is awesome, and he had 12 likes. Well, there goes my strategy guide.
John, I'll tell you right now, if you want likes, give me the Twitter password for one day, and I will be posting tit pits and naked titties. You'll probably lose people, but you'll get a lot of likes. I'm telling you.
All right. But yeah, no, it's fun. You can't worry about that stuff. We don't stream. Which is funny because Hambone Johnny streams and then doesn't do a podcast. So one day maybe we'll both kind of fill in our gaps. But
you never know what the future may hold.
The only goals I think we have ever had, we keep track of our views and stuff, and we love seeing our views. Like when we started, I mean, if we got to 60 views, we were excited. Now we'll get 100 views pretty quickly after we put out an episode. We'll get to
getting 250 to 300. I mean, I'm happy. I mean, it's great. And then you start questioning.
Really, you guys get that many listens to this episode?
Yeah. We'll get 250 to 300. And then you question who the fuck's listening?
That's what I was wondering.
That's cool, man.
Who's hitting the button 250 times?
It's me and my sister.
We were hitting like a record every episode for a little while too when we did
it kept getting higher, yeah.
We did the episode with Brett Martin from Nintendo Force and NF magazine. And we were like, this one could be our best because, you know, he's a major collector and that sort of thing. And then we eventually did break our record. But then the next episode, which was just some dumb shit episode we did, broke that record. Yeah. And then like, I think the next one broke it. It was just like, what, who listened to that one? Like, you know, okay. It always comes up. It's always fun. The only goal I've really had though, is I like to search Nintendo in Apple Podcasts and see where our show ranks. And we've gotten high at times, like number 10, and then sometimes we'll drop way down. When we started season 3, we dropped way down because we had to change out our Apple account, and it kind of like hurt us for a while. But one day we're hoping to pass Nintendo Dads in the Nintendo search. We don't know how the search works, but we've definitely gotten close at times. We never seem to be able to pass it. But to me, like searching for Nintendo is like where we want to be. That's our goal.
Especially with not having Nintendo really in our main name.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
But John, you don't play Nintendo anymore, so I don't fucking care. I don't know why you care who the fuck searches for Nintendo, because all you play is not Nintendo.
Yep.
All right, that's my rant.
Darkest dungeon.
Oh yeah, you're right. You do play Nintendo.
So great memories. Another 100 episodes to come for who knows. But John, what else we got? Anything else going on for this special episode?
Yeah, well, let's talk a little Nintendo. We spent this whole episode. Hopefully, everybody's enjoyed it. It's been fun. But we do need to talk about a little bit of Nintendo news if we can. So let's do that. This past week, there was a quote from Nintendo when discussing the next console. And the quote that I have here is, "The question of whether we will be able to just as smoothly transition from the Nintendo Switch to the next generation of hardware is a major concern for us. It is very clear that one of the major obstacles is how to easily transition from one hardware to the next." Obviously, Nintendo is putting a lot of thought into how to transition to what comes after the Switch. Kevin, I'm going to ask you first. Mm-hmm. What do you think Nintendo is stressing about with this next generation of hardware?
I think that in the past, every console iteration they've had has been so much different than the last. And I don't think they can do that this time. They have to have a Switch 2. Mm-hmm. They can't pull a GameCube 2 or, things like that. They have to stay on track with what they've created now and just switch it up just enough to make it fancy. People are craving 4K and all this faster, processing and groups of apps and better Bluetooth, online chat. If they integrated all that into a new Switch, forget about it. That's what everybody wants, Mm-hmm. But Nintendo just wants to change the game. They want to put out this VR that puts you in the Mushroom Kingdom, but it's a blue and red headset. I don't.
Yeah, the controllers are actually mushrooms, like some crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
Do you think they would drop the motion control aspect of like the detachable Joy-Cons, for example?
No.
You don't think they would?
They did. You got the Switch Lite.
I'm saying in their next version, though. I mean, do you think
that's just that's just Switch Lite XL? Yeah, but I could see that. I could see him putting out a Switch Lite XL. No, Nintendo, new Switch Lite XL. Yeah, that's the name of the next console. No way, man. You got to have the detachable Joy-Con.
Yeah, I think the one thing we will definitely not see in the next gen is like disc, returning to a disc format. That's definitely not happening.
Right.
I think it'll be more like the Game Boy to the DS, the Game Boy Advance. Well, the Game Boy to the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Advance to the DS.
Yeah, I didn't think about the handheld systems. They didn't switch those up too much.
Well, they would have like 2 slots. Like eventually,
right? Yeah,
because the DS you can play a Game Boy game, I think, on a DS, but like
DS and the DS Lite that stopped in the DSi, I think, is where they cut that. Yeah,
at some point they just ended that line, and that was fine because they were then supporting still the previous, the GBA. I don't know if the next Switch, let's call it the Switch 2, is going to have a different cartridge format. It'll probably be a cartridge unless they go digital only, which certainly is possible. I don't know if it'll be different.
The other companies are leaning towards digital only. I don't think Nintendo's ever going to do that.
I hope not, but I could see it happening too.
Yeah.
But if the Switch 2 cartridge is going to be different, just as a way for the system to know the difference between the two, then it'll be one of those things where you can still put in a Switch cartridge, but like that sort of thing. But I think that the Switch 2 should be able to play all the Switch games just natively.
And they did that with the 3DS too. They put out certain games that were specifically for the new 3DS, if you remember. I think Minecraft was one of them. And
can you insert Minecraft, Fire Emblem Warriors, can you insert those games into a regular 3DS? Did they change the cartridge? I don't know.
I don't know either.
It would just not work or something like that.
I don't know. I only had the new I never had the old 3DS. I always had the new one.
Okay. Game Boy Color, like you can't put a Game Boy Color cartridge into a classic Game Boy. They just always did things to the cartridge to like block.
Wait, so what are you saying? A 3DS into
a new 3DS game? So like, what is it? Minecraft, Xenoblade Chronicles,
Fire Emblem.
They were made for the new 3DS hardware.
Okay.
I was asking if you can put those games in the 3D in like an old 3DS, or it would just tell you it can't read it or something
not
like
compatible.
That.
Yeah, I think the latter.
But I think a Switch 2 should play every Switch game natively. I think the system should be so similar that it can play them. That maybe the Joy-Con's a little different, but maybe the controllers have like adaptive like triggers or whatever. But it's still basically you can play Switch on there.
I'm mad that every console is not fully backwards compatible. That's what I want. I want the PlayStation 5 to play all PlayStation games.
Yeah, I can do the PS4.
Because nobody's playing PS2 games right now. But if the PS5 was backwards compatible, I for damn sure would put in my Contra game from PS2 in there and try it out. I'm not going to break out the PS2.
You remember when that was the big rumor that the PS5 was going to be able to play every PlayStation game ever? That was a huge rumor.
Yeah.
That did not come anywhere close.
No.
Real. Not even close. What was the question?
Yeah, put out Switch 2 that plays all Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Has a dock with, a super dock. That's what they called me in high school, super dock.
Super dock.
You need another shirt.
Right.
And I think that's why the Switch wasn't backwards compatible with the Wii U, because if you were ever going to just cut it off, the Wii U had no user base and it had two screens, and that was a big problem with getting third-party support. It was just a mess. So I was like, don't even try to make it compatible in any way. But now the Switch has like 100 million user base, one screen. It's much simpler, so they have to do it. All right.
I still don't know why Wind Waker HD isn't on the Switch.
We don't need it. We don't need it.
Gotta be.
You don't need two screens. It came out on GameCube. Put it out.
I don't think we need
it. You don't need it?
It's one of the best Zelda
you're
games
good with Dungeons of Dreadrock, right?
Listen, I love it. Best Zelda, one of the best Zelda. I just don't think we need it. We already got it. Got it like 3 times.
People will buy it, so they will do it.
We got it twice.
Yeah, where can you play the Wind Waker? I know we got it, but you can't play it on anything. Nobody has a Wii U set up.
I do.
Only Kevin has a Wii U.
I do too. I'm actually
just playing on my GameCube.
Only 3 people on this call have a Wii U set up.
I think we are the outliers.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Certainly don't have a GameCube.
I'd rather see like a Minish Cap or something remake.
I would prefer that, or like Oracle,
something
or something like that. That would be way better.
Really don't have
that'd be cool.
Too.
Anything with Zelda on it is gonna sell though.
Even Skyward Sword.
Yeah, fair.
All right. Yep. Fall Guys has been announced for Switch. It is coming out June 21st. Finally, it's only a year something late.
I'll be too busy. Battle it up.
Free to play, cross-platform, cross-progression.
Can I ask a quick question? What's the pay structure previously or right now? Is you have to buy the actual
$20. I think $20 on PlayStation, was it?
Well, if
and then
you
it was
have
a PS Plus.
I mean, I don't know if it's because I got it for free, but you got it for free when it first came out. Is that still true?
No,
I did when it first came out. I don't know about now.
You have to pay for it now. I didn't claim it back then, so
okay,
I'd have to pay.
Yeah, that's why I was hoping that it would be free with Nintendo Switch Online. They would do something similar, but they just went free to play, so it's completely
So is the plan to do like a paid battle pass? So we don't know yet.
You don't have to pay anything.
I think so. I think it's gonna be a paid battle pass or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be free to play, so they got to make their money somewhere.
No, of course, that's what I'm saying.
I was so excited for this to come to Switch. I think they waited too long. I don't think this is going to draw what it would have a year ago.
Yeah. Especially
we'll see.
Now, on the Switch 2 weeks after.
I think the free to play format is a big deal for them, just like how it was with Rocket League. So I think a lot of people are going to try it. Whereas like now, if you had to pay $20, but like people are going to try it. And I think this relaunch, a lot of people are going to play it, and I think you're going to see a resurgence of it. It's a really fun, addictive.
I hope
game.
You're right.
Yeah.
And those matches go quick, right? I mean, you can pop in. This is something you probably can play with strikers next to it. Like, I'm going to play a round or two of Fall Guys and then go do my matchup for soccer, and then close out the night with another match of Fall Guys or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a lot of fun.
You think there's enough hype behind strikers that it's going to pull that, Drew? I know you're excited about it, but
strikers, you don't think it's going to do well?
Yeah, I think it's going to do well.
I think it's going to do fantastic.
Huh?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, Mario Golf was top 20 or whatever the hell it was. Still Switch game. And that's
it's golf. A Nintendo game. I mean,
I think soccer has more of an appeal than golf does for the average
I think
person.
So. Absolutely.
I think this breaks top 20 for Switch games sold.
Yeah, and it's not Camelot making it.
You think it's going to sell more than
a real developer?
What's the Metroid number? 2.9? Do you think it'll surpass?
Oh my god, easy!
It'll surpass 2.9.
Really?
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what, Kev. It's going to pass Switch Sports.
Do we know the numbers for Switch Sports?
I don't think we do we?
I think it's too early.
Saying that Switch Sports isn't selling.
I think the Switch Sports be up there.
I don't know. It's just a hunch.
Just a hunch. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know with this stuff. Metroid Dread should have sold more than 2.9. It's hard, it's gonna be great.
It should have. Metroid Dread should have, and it's still the best-selling Metroid, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Super Rush is at 1.9 million units.
What's that?
Yeah, for Mario Golf.
It'll probably sell. I don't know if it'll break Metroid. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
that'd be interesting to watch.
I bet
it's going to make like 4 or
5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Mario Golf
Strikers
can get 1.9, Strikers will get more than that. But if it didn't beat out Metroid Dread, I wouldn't be shocked. I just think it will.
It will.
Yeah.
That's great. I hope it does.
So the thing about because I've played a lot of Fall Guys, the thing about Metroid Strikers is I think it's going to be like a league where you're constantly playing, the way I'm doing soccer right now, trying to get better, try to move up. You have the clubs. I think it'll keep people engaged for longer. Fall Guys doesn't keep you engaged. You play some games, you have some fun, and then you move on.
Yeah, but they changed that to a battle lead structure. So if there's a new battle lead every 30 or 45 days, that's going to suck people in.
It's
not me, maybe, but it will keep people busy.
The game itself is not compelling enough. It's just like chaotic running through a course or something. Some courses are pretty bad. I just don't think it keeps people there. There's not a lot of strategy to Fall Guys.
I never played it, so I guess I can't say.
We'll talk a lot when it comes out. I mean, you're going to play it. I mean, you got to play it. So.
Oh yeah, I will.
We'll all play it. I don't know if you can get a bunch of friends to play it though. I don't. I think
you can party up.
I think it's all global.
No.
You can't.
Well, because
you can't party up.
Yeah, because if you play and like 3 of the people in your group lose, they're not going to sit there and watch you. They're going to play their own game. So it wouldn't work out.
It's like Tetris 99. You just jump in and play with whoever's on there.
Yeah. You could sit there for 15 minutes while your friends are finishing up their round. Like nobody wants to do that. So I think it's all global.
I would do that with you guys, but maybe that's just me.
I'd wait too, Hambone.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a great streaming game too, Hambone. So you have to do it. I mean, it's
guaranteed.
All right. All right. Before we go to questions, we have one more game, and I've been looking forward to this one. I love that we're playing all these games today. Tell us about this game, Kevin. Let's hear it.
All right. So I was thinking about, as I was going through the eShop looking for games, I saw some games that looked kind of questionable with dirty names. You don't know what they're going to be, you know? You see a game called Super Mario. What's he going to do? I don't know. That's just a weird example. But anyways, I went through and did all the research so you didn't have to.
Oh,
appreciate it.
And this game is called, what's it called? I forget. Joysticks or skin flicks. So I'm going to give you a title and you have to tell me whether it's porn or playable.
Before you start the first one,
porn or video game. Go ahead, buddy.
You just did a great walkthrough of how you came up with the video games. Could you walk through how you came up with the porn games or the porn names? What was your strategy there?
The same way as I was sifting through all my porn, I thought some of these sound like video games.
Okay.
I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure I understood that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So number one.
Should we keep score? We should keep score. Let me.
We should keep. Will somebody keep score? I'm not going to.
How many questions do we have?
I've got 40 titles.
40. Oh my God. All right. Everyone,
no, wait. Cut that down. You can just tell me when to stop.
Do you want to do 20 now, and then maybe we'll do 20 in a special, or do we want to do all 40 right now?
Let's just see how fast it goes.
Let's just go.
All right.
Let's just go. First one is Marble Maid.
Oh my God, that's gonna be so hard.
Maid? Could you spell maid for me?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna say porn. We got 40 of these guys. It's fucking porn.
Porn. It's porn.
But that's actually on the eShop.
Oh no, God.
Yeah.
What is it?
My Big Sister.
Oh
shit. That's a game.
My Big Sister. No, I'm on porn. Hambone Law is done. He's out.
He's like, what did I sign up for here?
No, that's porn. There's no game that. What would the game be? It's porn.
That is on the PlayStation Store.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, I got it.
Johnny Joestar's Wild Ride.
Oh my God. That's
I'm going game. No,
That's
I'm going game.
I'm saying game.
That's porn.
Yes.
Blanco's watched that one.
Yeah.
I have it on VHS.
Favorite.
Incubus Quest.
Oh fuck.
That's a game.
That's a game.
No, that's porn.
That's a game. Quest.
I've seen that one.
That's porn.
Oh my God.
I bet there's some theme in
You
there.
might as well just flip a coin on some of these.
I can't wait for Tim to say that we played joysticks or skin flex on the next episode of Nintendo Dad.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. How about Cotton Fantasy?
That's a game.
That is a game.
Yeah, let's say game.
Funny rabbit going through.
That is a game. Yep. Blow and Fly.
Oh. Game.
Blow and Fly. Game.
I'm saying porn.
That's a game.
I wanted to see
200 Ways.
Oh, that's
porn.
Porn.
What? No, that's too much production value. Too much game.
That is a game.
Wow. I know my porn. I know it.
Plumber Adventure.
Oh, that's a rip-off Mario game. I'm going game.
That's a game.
Sure, game.
Wait. No, that's porn.
Porn.
Yes. I think it was Mario porn.
I think I've gotten every single one of these wrong.
Taboo Diaries.
Porn.
Game.
That is porn.
Got one.
Four-Sided Fantasy.
Game.
Porn.
That is a game.
Wow. John, you're coming back.
On a roll.
Dick Wild.
Porn.
Game.
Porn.
That's a game.
Wow.
Oh, watch out.
He's on fire.
My Teen Roommate.
There's no way
porn.
that's a game. There's
That's
no
be porn.
Porn.
That's porn.
Oh.
Blackberry Honey.
Porn. I'm going
Porn.
That's porn.
That is a game on the eShop.
Oh my god. Who's Drew? Download it. Gotta play
I'm
it.
looking it up. Blackberry. What is it called?
Blackberry honey.
Honey. All right, the next one is Rail Trail.
All right,
Game.
that's got to be porn.
Game. I'm saying game.
That is a game.
God damn it! Wow.
Blackberry honey.
The next one is My Brother Ate My Pudding.
Porn.
I think that is actually a game that came out recently.
I'm going to say game.
That is a game that came out recently.
It's also porn, though.
Taffy Tales.
That's a game.
That's a game as well.
Taffy. No, porn.
That's porn.
Got you.
Oh, let's see what's next here. Necro Worm.
Porn.
Game.
Porn.
Strong porn.
Game.
That is a game.
Damn it.
Jim's Adventure.
Oh, come on.
Porn.
That's porn.
Yeah, we're porn in that one.
That is a game on the eShop.
Oh my god.
Intruders, Hide and Seek.
That's a game.
No, that's porn. That's porn.
We're going porn.
That's a game on the PlayStation Store.
The hell?
PlayStation.
Little Devil Inside.
That's a game.
Game.
That is a game on the PlayStation Store.
I did know that one.
Got it.
Wife Quest.
Porn.
Game.
Game.
That is a game on the PlayStation Store.
Sounds like a fantastic porno, though.
Sparks Go Wild.
Game.
Porn.
Porn.
Machine porn.
Machine porn.
That is porn.
Robot.
I don't know if it's machine porn or not.
All right.
Check Amazon.
Plumber Hero.
Plumber Hero.
Game.
Game.
That, unlike the Plumber Adventure, which is porn, Plumber Hero is actually a game. Double Shot Gals. Double Shot Gals.
That is a porn that recently was released.
I'm saying game.
That is a game.
Yeah. What did Drew say? Drew, did you say game?
Game.
Drew said porn.
No, I said game.
Rewind the tape.
I did picture with double pistols on the front.
All right. Down in Bermuda.
Oh, porn. No, I played that game.
That's a game.
All right. I'll go game. I'll trust Drew on that one.
That is a game. On the eShop. They Always Run.
Porn.
Don't be Googling it.
Porn.
Blanc.
Hey, don't Google that. Porn.
That's a game on the eShop.
Thank God.
After Party. Late Night Tales.
Game.
Porn.
What? Oh, wow.
Sweet Louisiana.
That'd be porn.
Yeah, I'm on the porn train on that one.
I'm going to go game.
That is porn.
Oh.
Hammer Kid.
Gotta go game.
I want to say porn so bad, but it's a game. It's a game.
That is a game. I don't know why I picked that one. That's terrible.
Fantastic.
Hammer Kid. Oh my goodness. Ravenous Devils.
Game.
Game.
Porn.
Oh, Ravenous Devils is a game on the eShop. Adventure of Russian Natasha.
Game.
Porn.
Game.
That is porn.
That name just sounds dirty.
Pervy Pappy.
What?
Pervy?
That's a game.
Pappy.
Yeah, porn.
Game.
That's porn.
Wow.
Insert Before Flight.
Oh my God.
Game.
That's
Game.
Porn.
That is a game on the eShop.
God. Put it on the list, Drew.
Picked up at the beach.
Porn.
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 That is porn. Get off the phone! Exclamation point.
Porn. Sounds like
porn.
a porn.
That is porn.
Wow.
Swing Saga.
Okay.
Porn.
Game.
That is a game on the eShop. The Company Man.
Porn.
You sound pretty confident experience on that one.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm just going for it.
Porn.
That's a game on the eShop.
Oh
my God.
Call Center Cutie.
Game.
Porn.
That is porn. Wizard Mike.
Game.
I'll say game as well.
Porn.
That is a game.
I was really hoping that one was porn.
That's a game.
Oh my
Wizard
God.
Mike. Pixie Willow.
Game.
That is porn.
Oh my God.
And last one.
How did you not put Hammer Kid as last one?
Horny MILFs.
Can't even get it out.
Horny MILF seduces her boss and fucks her ass hard until squirting all over.
That has to be a game.
It's got to be one of those weird, freaky games.
That is on Game Pass, actually.
Game
free this month.
No. What?
Hambo's going to stream it.
You're making that up.
I'm making that up. That's hardcore porn.
All right.
That was fun, guys. Thanks. That
Thank you. That was fantastic.
The winner.
That was hilarious.
I can't count it, but I just doing the asterisks. And holy shit. No, it's a tie. Drew and Hambone Johnny.
Yes.
Beat me by 4.
Well, we know our porn.
That's
we
it.
got our games.
Congratulations.
Hammer Kid.
I got a 41st question. You ready? The Legend of Zelda.
That could go both ways.
That could go both ways. I'll tell you what, if I was Jesse right now, I'd name this episode Hammer Kid.
Somebody submit a question. All right. That was fun. Let's go into some questions and wrap this thing up. First question from someone named Hambone Johnny. Is this Jambone Hani again?
Might be Jambone Hani. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
This is before we asked him to come on the show. So it's almost summertime, and that means we'll all be handling a lot of wieners around the grill. What's your go-to hot dog scoring method? Diagonal, vertical, just the ends? None? Regular or New England style buns? Ketchup or mustard? Hard-hitting questions the people need to know. All right, let's start with the hot dog scoring method, which was just so weird. Diagonal, vertical, just the ends, or none? What is this, like you cut your wiener? Is this a thing?
Yeah.
Do you not cut the wiener?
I've never done it.
Never did it.
Oh my! You just go straight on the grill? You don't have any like blowout?
Well, what about sausage? Do you cut sausage?
No.
Oh, you mean like if you
like
cook the hot dog and it bursts?
Yeah.
You don't want it to burst, or you don't want it to or
do you just embrace the burst?
It also avoids the curl.
It helps avoid the curl too, so it fits in the bun a lot nicer.
I'm gonna try it. I mean, I just love sealing all that juice in to where when I bite into the wiener, it explodes in my mouth.
I agree. You want that nice explosion.
Especially with brats. You just slow cook those brats to where they swell up nice and big and fill up, and you just shove it in your mouth.
Do you ever put on the barbecue like a brat and it gets like a little pinprick or something, and all of a sudden like water is just squirting out of it? So bizarre.
Yeah.
So this brings
you guys don't score it. Yeah, crazy.
I'm gonna try it.
I do a diagonal.
Classic diagonal is sort of like where it's at. I found the crazy just the ends like last year where you cut like like a half inch down, or not even a half inch, but a little bit, so it kind of like frays out. Yeah, just below the tip.
Yeah.
This is pre-cook, right?
Pre-cook.
Pre-cook.
Yeah, pre-cook.
Right.
That's the best part, though.
After you cook it would just be called cutting a hot dog.
I didn't know if you did it like halfway through the cook session to like let the juices out.
Yeah, no, it's pre-cooked.
Let it breathe.
Pre-cooked.
I got a follow-up question on this because you're talking about like exploding in your mouth, Kevin. Like hot dogs, I love hot dogs that have the skin, right? But like here in Colorado, hot dogs constantly are skinless. I can't find them with skin anymore.
I don't know.
But like, have you guys had both, or is it like East Coast is still just all skin?
Either or. Yeah,
either or.
Oh, okay, because the skinned hot dogs, they'll curl.
Yeah,
skinless.
The skin ones, you like need to score those. The skinless, you don't. They're not even. It's more of a aesthetic type thing. But yeah, the ones with the skin, you got to score those bad boys.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite hot dog brand? Because mine is Sabrett.
I'm a Hummel guy.
I've never heard of Hummel.
Oh, Hummel is like where it's at on the East Coast. Then
I love Nathan's.
I'm a Nathan's guy.
Yeah,
all right, Nathan's is good.
Yeah,
I like even Ballpark.
Ugh. Not so much. All right,
Nathan's are good.
Yeah, Sabrett's pretty good though.
He did it at the
Deutschmarker. Do you guys have those out there?
No,
those are. Oh yeah, those are good hot dogs.
Steam is. Anyways,
all right. Regular or New England style buns? Can someone clarify? Is that the?
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
New England is a split top. Split top. New England, we get to call it New England style.
I love the split top buns. Those are the best.
It's just fancier, man.
Yeah,
I don't like those.
What? I don't. You can barely buy the other ones around here. It's hard to find them.
It's because it's New England.
Yeah, you're right.
It's true.
I feel like the other one, the regular buns fall apart. They'll like break in half.
You're right.
The split tops, you can shove a bunch of meat into.
You can
shove it into the crevice.
What I will say, I like to toast the bun on the grill, like on the upper rack, while the dogs are finishing up. It's a lot easier to toast the traditional ones, the side cut.
That's true. Yeah,
so that's the one advantage it has, but I don't know. There's something about the split top that's real nice.
Real nice.
I like the split top.
Real nice.
Ketchup or mustard, or I'll open this up like any other condiments.
I'll load it up everything. I'll put everything on there: pickles, mustard, mayonnaise, onions.
I've always been a ketchup relish guy, but recently I've been just going plain. Something about a plain hot dog.
Yeah,
raw dog in it.
Raw dog in that sucker up.
When you go plain, you really feel that burst in the mouth. It just
I know.
I agree. You catch all of it.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, I'm a mustard guy. Got to go mustard.
I agree with Drew.
Yeah, I like mustard too.
I like plain, but if I can get a little sauerkraut, usually I don't make sauerkraut at home, but if I'm like at a hot dog stand or if I can, I'll try to get a little bit of sauerkraut on it.
A little bit of celery salt, maybe a little hot wiener. That's a New England thing.
Celery
We're from New York. You guys had hot wieners.
I never had one.
Stop it.
We just go to a hot dog stand. You go to a hot dog stand in New York, and that's how you do it. We had a lot of hot dog trucks where I lived too.
The dog is a little bit smaller. You got like the meat on there with the onions and the celery salt. Hot wiener, No.
Sounds delicious.
Right?
I love a hot wiener.
I've seen that before. I don't know the hot wiener reference, but I like it.
Wow. Oneyville. Come on, people.
All right. I got some Googling to do after this.
Hot wiener.
Don't Google hot wiener.
You want to do
hot wiener porn?
Incognito mode.
Yeah. Porn or food. There you go.
All right. Steamer. We got a question from Sean Abbott from Game Pass News. Would you rather be able to fly like Superman or have the ability to make yourself invisible?
Ooh. I mean, I'd probably go invisible. I'd see so many naked chits.
I'm gonna fly. Can't not fly.
Why fly though? He wants to know why.
I feel like invisible. It's almost like I'm not picking invisible because I think that would be cool, but like, I don't know. I feel like I'd be able to do more stuff with fly.
Well, I think the question is, if you're invisible, you need to be an asshole. Like, you need to be okay with stealing and cheating.
Yeah,
and
maybe I'm not just like not.
You need to be okay with that.
Yeah,
if you're okay with that, invisible is the easy choice.
Oh yeah,
I want to do like flips and stuff in the air, just like for fun.
It was like, if you're okay with stealing and raping, then invisible's the easy choice, and that's why I chose invisible.
The first thing we would do, Kevin, we would be invisible. We would go to Drew's house. we would go in his house and just fuck with Drew for like a day.
Yeah.
It would be fantastic.
Set up 27 bird nests around his yard.
Oh, fuck those birds. I have 2 of them right now.
I would keep making his Switch run Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Oh, fuck that game.
I'd just stand on the side of his pool and piss in to where all you saw was my piss. You don't know where it was coming from.
Is that a brat? Does someone leave a brat over there?
Oh man. Yeah, I would do invisible. I would just be a dick. I would be great. It's fantastic. You can be so strategic too. There's so many things you could do. You know, get backstage and I don't know. It would be fun.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the Superman thing would like after an hour I'd be bored. All right, Tim's question from his voicemail that we heard earlier at the intro. By the time you reach episode 200, what are you hoping to see different in the video game industry? Episode 200. If we do an episode every 2 weeks, 100 episodes would be about 2 years. No.
Oh, that's it?
No. What? Hold on.
No.
We do 26 episodes a year.
4 years, John.
Okay.
4 years.
All right. 4 years? How did we get to episode 100 now? I think we included middle shows for a while, so that's why. But let's give it 2 years. Let's say 2 years from now.
Oh.
If we do in between shows.
It's hope. What I hope. I want to buy one hardware and I can play all the games. That's what I
There you go. That'd be cool. That'll never happen, but that'd be awesome.
Never happened. 100% agree with you, but that's what I want.
I'd hope that VR is more embraced. The Oasis. That's what I'm all about. The metaverse, it's just the other name for the Oasis.
We can just live there.
I hope that VR is better. More people get into it.
Did you see the Black Mirror episode where like the retirees in like that are, they're in retirement homes, they're sick and they're just in a VR world. They just live their lives in VR.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Let me ask this question. Do you think, because I think it is, I think VR is intimidating for certain people. A lot of people in general.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I think so too.
How do you bridge that gap then?
When PlayStation came out with PSVR, they demoed it like crazy. You could go to Best Buy once a week and try this thing out. I think if you got it in more people's hands and they actually sat down and tried it, they'd be like, wow, this is really cool.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think that's a good point. You just try it. Yeah,
I think that's the space that the Quest is trying to kind of play in, right? You don't need anything else. You just plug that bad boy in and go, right? PlayStation, you need the PlayStation first, and then you got to do this, and then you got to, 3-way your PlayStation to get the thing working. And it's a big hassle, whereas the Quest is a little more plug and play, right?
Yeah.
But 2 years from now, hopefully the Switch that we were talking about, the Switch 2 or whatever, is fucking out. Like, come on, man.
It won't be.
Yeah.
So it could be. It could be.
It's more likely than
Switch 2 since episode 1 there, Blanco.
The magic box that'll play everything. I think the Switch 2 maybe is a little more likely, but
earlier on, we wanted the Switch Pro. We just wanted to improve Switch. Now it's time for we're never going to get a Switch Pro. We're going to get a Switch 2.
Remember when they first announced Disney Plus and they're like, it's all here, all the movies. That's what Switch 2 needs to be. All the Nintendo games are here. That's what they need.
How are you going to do Wii U and GameCube? Like everything's so different.
Super Dock, man. The Super Dock.
Whip out the Super Dock.
I just don't see their motivation.
Just whip it out, man.
Whip it out.
Just whip out the Super Dock and everything will be fine.
Switch 2, and then you could buy like for $100, you get the the Wii U adapter with all the Wii U games included.
Yeah, with sensor bars and all that. I mean,
nah.
Switch 2 is my dream, but like I'm gonna go with the one I've said before. I would love to see Xbox and Nintendo have a perfect merge. I don't want Xbox to just buy Nintendo. Nintendo's can't buy Xbox. But I want to see them perfectly merge where Nintendo's making their games and Nintendo is informing on some of the nuances of the hardware. But Xbox is just bringing the power, bringing their own games to the platform. I just want to see a perfectly combined. I guess I want to see Nintendo design hardware and I want to see Xbox power that hardware, power the networking system, and but have the Nintendo games on there, and just have these beautiful Breath of the Wild 2s and all of that.
Here's the thing, John. It's not that I don't think Nintendo can't do those things themselves. I just think they choose not to. From a price point of view and from a consumer point of view. I mean, it's not new technology. They can't put out a 4K system. They're more than capable of doing it, but it's going to cost money.
And time. Right? You got to build those games.
I want to see Hammer Kid on the Xbox.
They can't. I see. The thing is, I like the way Nintendo's games are. I love their art style. I like the whimsical. I like the cartoon. I just want all the games to be 60 frames a second. And I want the networking to work. I want to be able to play Switch Sports and get in a game and not have issues. I want to play Smash Brothers online and not have it be slow. That's what I want. But I don't want anything different. I don't need 4K anything. I just want all of the Nintendo games to be smooth. That's it. Good networking. All right. Good question. That's it.
That's the show.
That's the show.
One.
Episode 100.
That could be one of our longest.
Love it.
Here's some 100 more.
Yeah, gentlemen, thank you for coming as always. Part of the Four Horsemen. We appreciate it.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
having me.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yep. Hambone, what's your stream? Let everyone know just in case they don't already.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks. So Hambone Johnny over on Twitch and Twitter. Stream Wednesday and Sunday nights, except times when I'm with you guys. So just Wednesday this week.
We stole him.
Stole him.
Time well spent.
Any places to find you out there?
No, you can catch me creeping on Hambone Johnny's Twitch stream. That's Hambone Johnny on Wednesday nights and Sunday nights on Twitch. Find me creeping in there.
We got a big stream of Hammer Kid coming up.
I can't wait.
Right, yeah. Oh, and if any of the Denver Switch mob is listening to this, come to the damn meetup at my house.
Oh, hell yeah.
On June 11th for Strikers and lots of other fun and lots of prizes. I'm going to just give stuff away too. Lots of prizes.
Can I come?
Yeah, man.
Could you set up a full-time iPad with me and I'll just have my face like FaceTime with you?
I could. No, I couldn't do that.
Damn it.
I'll set up a GoPro so you can watch it all, but
all right.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Hammer Kid. I might play Hammer Kid.
You gotta stream Hammer Kid.
I gotta say,
it's a Drew game for sure.
What is this on?
It's on eShop. Yeah,
it's on eShop.
He's like setting it up right now. It's mine.
Yeah, downloaded right now.
Hammer Kid.
Thank you guys for all the quality content.
Yeah, really, thank you guys.
100
very
episodes.
Much.
I mean, listening to those first few episodes, you guys were awesome back then. You're awesome now. Thank you for the time you put into this. And we as fans appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
It's quality-ish.
I think so.
All right, we try.
We do try.
Hey, John, what's coming up this week?
Hold on, I'm
glad you asked, Drew.
Well, I'm watching Hammer Kid right now.
Great Drew impression. Great, spot on.
We have
put it on a wish list.
On May 27th, Top Gun, the Maverick expansion update for Flight Simulator, available exclusively on Xbox and PC.
Whoa. What the fuck is this? We don't start doing other consoles. This is why I get pissed off.
We do. On June 1st, Silt is coming out. This is the game that was on Indie World.
Nobody cares.
Silt. June 2nd, Drew, you might be in on this one. Diablo Immortal for mobile and PC.
I'll give it a go. It depends. Yeah. I don't want to. I hate using the joystick on your phone. If it's that type of, I gotta look it up. I gotta look into it more.
I think it'll be kind of tappy. This is what Drew and I got together playing Diablo 3. That's how all the magic started.
Not first time I heard your lovely voice, John.
Hello, wow. And then June 2nd, Card Shark, which we talked about.
Card Shark. Hey, now.
Yeah.
I finished that demo.
Did you? Are you going to get
you guys, but nobody else. I'm definitely getting Card Shark. Yeah.
Okay. Can you continue?
I enjoy it.
Do you continue, or do you have to start from scratch?
I'm sure you have to start from scratch the way that demo ended.
Oh, really?
It was like, piss off, go buy the game and have more fun.
Oh.
It's the exact words.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I would guess that actually, because that seemed like the start of the game, but maybe you're right.
I don't know.
Right. Let me know how it is.
Don't know.
Let me know how it is.
Yeah, it's a rhythm puzzler.
Rhythm puzzler?
I'll tell
That's
you
the
what.
new genre.
Oh my!
That's the new genre.
Hammer Kid looks fantastic.
It really does.
Of course it does.
It really
Y'all go out and
does.
get Hammer Kid. Go out and support the Hammer Kid.
It's like a Thor platformer.
All right. I'm announcing it right now. Drew. We will give $20 to the first person to roll credits on Hammer Kid.
Yep, I'm in.
Boom.
Okay.
Awesome.
Boom. Hambone's staying up tonight.
That's it, man.
It's not even going to be out yet, and he's already going to beat it.
Yeah.
He gets the $20.
Yeah.
$10. You only made $10.
All right. 20. Was it 20? So $10 for the 12 Hershey Kisses in your mouth. You got to video the whole thing.
Yep.
Unwrapping each fucking one. We talked about that too.
Juice bag.
And then rolling credits on Hammer Kid. Let us know.
Don't forget about the 100 Hershey Kisses.
Come on, Hershey Dick.
The Hershey Dick.
How could you forget about that?
Hershey Dick. And $10 if you take 100 Hershey Kisses, organize them as a dick, and lick the tip.
There you go, Nick Foreman.
And the tip needs to be unwrapped.
Oh my gosh. Oh, all right. That was fun, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Great,
It's a great time.
Thanks for coming on board. Anytime. You're invited anytime. You can just come on anytime you want. We'll send out the Zencastr link every time we do a show. You just jump in anytime.
That's great.
All right. I mean it. I don't mean it.
There you go.
God.
Yeah.
Say good night, everybody.
Blanco.
See you guys. Good night.
Good night.
The Dads After Dark show is part of the Nintendo Dads family of podcasts. You can subscribe to us anywhere podcasts are available, including iTunes, Castbox, Spotify, and Stitcher. Also, don't forget to leave us a 5-star review. Pretty please. Be sure to join us on the Nintendo Dads Discord in our Dads After Dark channels for some naughty After Dark talk. Follow us on Twitter at @NDadsAfterDark or email us at dadsafterdarkshow@gmail.com. And a big thank you to Family Jewels for our show's music. You rock. That's all for tonight. Good night, Dads. Sweet dreams.